Stop typing.
Hey.
Oh.
Welcome. Hey, there you all are.
Hello.
Had you all behind the black screen for a second there.
Yes, I know it. I know it did, Peter. But all I could hear was the clicking of freaking keys.
I know. You know what? I can't help. You know what? I can't help it. I use the mic on my headset, and I know I need a separate mic on the side, so I apologize. You don't know. I get DMs constantly. I know you can hear it.
You couldn't wait 2 minutes.
No, I couldn't. I just couldn't. I'm greeting everybody in the chat. So hello. As you can see, my naked squad here decided I can't chat to you all right now or give key clicks. So hello, everybody that I didn't say hello to. But welcome. Thanks for showing up for Mayhem. It's Friday night. I'm wondering what kind of week y'all had. I had a hell of a week. It was good on some days. It was bad on other days, but I don't know. How about you, Dav? How are you?
Worked my ass off all week, relaxed with some hereticals, and now I'm here to be the ruiner of.
Yeah, that was a nice show this morning at Hereticals. Yeah, I went to bed after. I stayed up and actually didn't go to bed till I couldn't go to sleep after that for a while. It must have been around noon, but
we went long.
Yeah, we did. How are you doing, Kelly? Welcome and thank you for being here tonight.
Hi, yeah, I'm doing great. Enjoying my Friday and ending it here on Mayhem. Can't complain.
Yes, ending the week on Mayhem. And we got a hot weekend coming up too, which we'll talk about later. But hey, Peter, you're back. You're back. Hey,
Peter's
how are you?
What about my back? What about my back?
I missed your naked self. It's nice to have you back here. It's nice, It's just I'm so used to Mayhem with you,
Well, it's all right. I'm back.
It is. It's going to be a good day.
And Pickle, you on your back?
Are you?
I'm on my back side. Is that close enough?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. Hey, Pickle, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I was gonna say, Dav, you said you guys went long. That's a new experience for you, isn't it?
Oh hell no! Oh hell no! I've gone down for over 45 minutes before.
Okay, so I can't decide if I should touch that with bragging, false advertisement.
I'd let it slip away and just keep going forward, Claire.
Move along, please.
Yes,
Nothing to see here.
You know, I can move you, right? Like I'm gonna have to put you, like switch things around. Just make this like.
Oh, sweet! I'm next to Pickle.
There, Peter, keep him in line. No, you're not. You're under Pickle.
That's even better. That's where I'm supposed to be.
All right. All right. You just keep your parts to yourself, okay? Like this is supposed to be a safe space, remember, because that's what we do here, like here on this channel. I do hope that everybody will call you, Diane. Okay. False advertisement. Okay, you're getting offers for phone calls and connections in the chat now, Mr. Braggart. See what you did? You hijacked my whole chat, like with that stuff. It's like, oh God, damn it! All right. So anyway, today we're just going to talk about stuff. I have no idea what that is, Peter. What do you want me to look at?
It was just reference the statement up further.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not going to worry about it because that person's everywhere I go, and
yeah.
I'm,
No,
you know, we're going to
don't
be
worry
fine.
about it.
It's going to be fine. Yeah, I'm not worried. You know what? I'm tired of worrying about everything, to tell you the truth. I'm tired of being quiet. I'm tired of always trying to think of the right thing to do when you see so much wrong going on. I don't know about everybody else. And I know nobody wants to hear another bear rant on this stuff. But what I do hope is that everybody in the chat just has a good time and they're respectful to each other and they're good. And that, you know, we're going to talk about some stuff about men and women, and that I hope nobody gets offended. But if you do get offended, not my fault, because, you know, my hashtag now is the butt hurt need not reply. Like, I don't need to hear from you. You know where the block button is. You know where the off button is. If you don't like my content, you don't like my opinion on things, there are other say. And I know, like, you know, some people say that's the wrong thing to say because there's no way to build your channel or get subs. But, you know, I don't want the kind of people I got to placate and hold their hand and feel on their fifis. Like, we're all adults, and I just want to be free to be me. I thought that's why everybody was here, you know, to be themselves a little bit. And I know that's why I'm here, and I don't want to be anybody but me. So I am, yes, I agree, Reagan, kindness 100%. And I do try to do that, but you don't come at a bear and not expect to get something back. It's just not right. Like, no, and I'm not talking to you, Reagan. It's something else that was going on. It has nothing to do with you, you know? Yes, true. You know what, true? I'll drop that link. You want to have that debate? Lizzie Borden killed them. She just got off because she fainted at court and she pulled the woe is me, and it was a political situation. I'm going to win that debate. I'm going to win that debate, Jay. I'm going to win it. I'm going to win it. The murder minions have already sent me all the documentation I need. I have educated myself for weeks. Like, you're going down, Jay. You're going down. Plus, the moderator kind of said he was on my side. So, it's like, I don't know. But I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to cheat. This is all about Lizzie Borden. Lizzie Borden got acquitted for the crime of killing her parents. Okay. And it's like a thing. It's like a thing.
O.J. Simpson. That's all I'm going to say.
Just a quick question. Are
Yeah.
my kidneys and liver in the chat there?
You mean True Cereal? Jay, yeah, Jay's in the chat. Jay's in the chat.
Yeah, he
Jay's-
just upgraded himself from being my kidney donor to his liver is now on the menu.
How did he do that? Was it because we were just talking about Hannibal and, you know, fava beans and shit? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made me hungry, and I reckon he's
No.
got a well seasoned liver.
oh my God. You know, let's just, I did not think, oh no, Carly, you're on Jay's side. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's cool. Jay's gonna. You could laugh, Jay. That's only one. That's only one, Jay. Just remember. It's like, anyway, I'm not gonna build a Lizzie. Yeah, see, and right below that, Jay, look. This could go on all night. I'm gonna ignore you now, Jay. Stop with the Lizzie stuff. You know, unless you want to take a link. I'll drop it for you if you do. I'll send it somewhere to you.
Let him come.
Oh, you want to, you know, then it would be 3 women and 3 men when we're talking about like this stuff. But anyway, I did an AIT this week. I want to get this conversation going. You know, it still is bothering me, something that a woman said about a relationship, and it just like really kind of started to irk me about some things, you know, about how the man-woman relationship gets perceived and then also gets obscured and also gets like wrongfully accused, like all like in the same sentence. But anyway, the premise of this AIT was the original operator was a gentleman in a long, like they had a relationship. It was now like a little bit long distance. She'd been traveling. So she was coming into the airport in New York City during COVID, where you have to get tested and wear a mask, at all times. And she was coming into New York City, and the apartment was like a half hour or an hour away. And she was insisting, and Davros, mute in between if that's you with the I don't know if that's you.
Sorry.
It sounds like packaging. No worry, Aaron. I'm sorry. I'm just answering the chat for a minute. Aaron, no problem, girl. In real life first, I know, like the snow and all of this stuff that's going on. I get you, and if you're here, you're here in spirit, girl. You're always with your naked self here in spirit. We know it. So, we'll hold you space all the time. When you can be here, you could be here. When you can't, you can't. We miss you, boo. I think you'd have a lot to add to this conversation in particular, but we'll have it again. We will. But thank you for coming into the chat to let everybody know. And thank you for your message earlier also. But anyway, this woman was demanding that her partner, who is now, like, we're in COVID lockdown, okay? So let's get that in there. She's demanding that he actually go and pick her up at the airport. But there are other things involved here. Like, he doesn't have a car. It's New York City. So he would have to get an Uber too, which means he would now be exposing himself to another driver in a confined, because you're in there, you're confined. There's not 6 feet between you and the driver in a car. Okay, so it is somewhat of a risk, I believe anyway. And he's gonna have to go with New York traffic, even though they're only like 30 minutes away from it. It's gonna be like 2 hours to get to the airport. Pick her up, they're gonna get another Uber, expose themselves to another driver, and go 2 hours back. Okay. And I'm thinking, grown up here, in these kind of relationships, I don't see any issue when he tells her, can you just get yourself to the apartment, get an Uber, and come here? Because she has to take a test and all anyway. She has to take a COVID test by his house, before she can even get back on a plane to go back where she was. So less exposure, I'm thinking, less time. He's there waiting for her, maybe, making dinner, whatever. But she actually had the nerve to say, it's how you show me you love me. You go out of your way and pick me up at the airport. Now, I don't know why these stuck with me so much, but that whole thing really pissed me off, because I don't know about you guys, but who has the nerve to tell somebody how they're supposed to show you they care for you? Like, is there a book that I don't get? I mean, is that why like I don't have anybody right now? Because I didn't read this fucking book of manuals of like how you're supposed to show somebody you care about them, like those kind of rules. Like, if you don't do this or you don't do that, that means you don't love me. Like, that pissed me off. You guys are really.
I mean, yeah, was it? I missed if it was it like a newer relationship? Is this?
Mm-hmm. They had been going. I think they were together. If I remember, I think it's a few years. But the traveling back and forth was just like during COVID, like the year. Like it turned into a long distance relationship for a while. Yeah.
But had they met before?
Yes, they've been together, and this was not the first. Like, this was not, but the traveling part was new.
You said that he doesn't have a car, didn't you?
No, it's New York City, and let me just tell you what travel like is in New York City. Like,
most New Yorkers don't have cars.
Mm-hmm. They don't have cars. Everything's Uber or a train or whatever, and everything's hours and hours and hours. It's like it's just a mess. And most people just get themselves, like, you just meet each other, where you're supposed to be,
Well, yeah, because she's an adult. You mean you're an adult? Get your own car. Get there. You know, I mean, is it your whatever? boyfriend, like whatever label there. But you're still a grown person. I mean, you being a woman doesn't mean you're incapable of doing those things.
Yep.
I mean, communicating your love language, I think, is good. But the way I mean, it seems like it wasn't really a communication. It was more of like a demand from her.
Yeah.
It was a black and white, no gray area. If you don't come pick me up, you don't love me.
That's right. That's the thing. It was like, but that was her ending argument. If you don't do this, it shows you don't love. Like, I'm like, what? Like, that is the part that is really setting me off here, because when you're in a relationship with someone, like, if you respect them and you know who, like, you know, you're getting to know who they are. Like, we don't know everybody 100%. And I don't know how long that they've actually been together, but obviously long enough to cohabitate together. They have a shared apartment in New York.
Yeah, okay. I think Belinda's hit the nail on the head.
Right.
If he doesn't have a car, she should make her own way.
Especially in New York. I mean, that's just like, she's just being ridiculous. It's just how it is, like grown up, you know?
I think the only excuse she can really use here is that now, I don't know the ins and outs of the relationship or particularly her. Now, she may have something like shall say, an anxiety or something like that for traveling around a location that she's never been in before. I'm not saying that's a justification or an excuse, because I can understand where she's coming from, saying, no, if you love me, you'd come and pick me up. However, in the same breath, using those magical words, if you loved me, if you really love me, you do this for me. That's blackmail.
Yeah.
It's emotional blackmail. End of story.
Yeah, it is.
You cannot turn around and use someone's affection as a justification so that you get what you want. That's wrong.
Right. It's manipulation.
Yes, it is. That I think that's the trigger, because the emotional manipulation of it, that is never good in a relationship. Like, that is no way to handle it. Listen, you know, yes, if he volunteered, great, you know, great. Oh, I'll meet you. I can't wait to see you. I'm going to meet you at the airport. Fine. I'm all for that. But you don't tell the man he doesn't love you because he doesn't want to spend 2 hours in a cab. Because let's be real. Man, woman, okay? Man, woman together, okay? 2 hours in a car, New York, stress, got to take a COVID test, still wearing the mask, all that traveling. Are we looking at a hot mess here? Are we looking at like a stressful situation? Like,
there is the other way to look at it here, Claire.
It's not even in her best interest.
But there's the other way to look at this, though. Now, if she had have perhaps tackled this slightly differently, he may have gone out and hired a car, or even hired a limousine or something like that, so that they could have had a stress-free, relaxing trip back from the airport. But the moment she used that blackmail, that manipulation, that's when, as far as I'm concerned, it's all better off, you know, make your own way here. You know, if you want to come here, you prove it. You know, you come here. You know, he could have gone and done something nice. But that's what it is. It's something nice. It's not you have to do this.
Right.
I've got 2 words for this. Emotional damage.
Yes, it's just not really good communication. I'll give you that. I'm looking for this one comment. I'm like, I could see it in the chat, but I can't see it in the.
This would basically knock most men out of that woman's dating pool.
This is right. Like, this is the kind of attitude that makes it difficult. And like, I guess most people think I'm a little weird because like, I can't do that kind of stuff. I don't want anybody telling me how to express like how I feel. Like,
you being a little weird.
Fuck you.
Here's my
Davros, you're going to get me to curse on YouTube. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kelly. Save me, girl. Save me, girl. Oh, go ahead, Pickle. Sorry.
It depends on where. Did I fly into JFK or did I fly into Newark? Because if it's Newark, I'm cool. I'll get my own. If I'm flying into JFK, your ass better come get me.
Yeah, but that's different. That is I get that. I get that because of the distance and everything and the amount of time in the I get that. And if you're going into JFK, what does most people do if they go grab the city? They usually have dinner or something on the way. They make the trip like different. You like plan around it. Like if you're a cityite or you know what it's like around here, we do it like that because otherwise it's a stressful, hot mess,
But that's what I was getting at before, though, Claire. Like it could have that whole situation could have been turned into something completely different by simply, if she goes, I'm landing here. What's the best way for me to get to your place? He may have turned around and said, well, how about if I come to you, we can take a limo from the airport and we can go out on the town on the way home. It's the whole way that she tackled it using love. And when I say this, it's not just love, but it's potentially sex as well. She's used love and sex as manipulation to get what she wants.
Yeah, don't even get me started on that.
There's a slight problem there, Peter. New York's in lockdown. Where are they going to go for dinner?
Well,
They could get drive-through.
That's not true because even during lockdown and everything, we had open cafes and the 6-foot rule. Like the rules were all like bent for businesses a little bit here and there. So yes, they could have had dinner, but I agree with you because here this is how I think, and you can call me weird. You just shut up with the weird shit, Davros, like stuff.
Well, you said it.
I know, but let me own my own weird. Like that's how the bear is. I'll say it. Don't you dare. Okay,
this is mayhem.
I know
what
it's
am I meant to do?
But anyway, what I would have done, I would have been grateful to get my ass in the cab, get home, and he was probably there. And since he's looking forward to seeing me, which I do hope because we're in a relationship and we're planning on getting together, I hope that he is there. There's dinner, and damn, if he was naked when I opened the door, I would not complain. Like I would rather him there, relaxed, not having to be in the stress of all this travel, so that he is actually welcoming and wanting to see me. I think I would rather play it that way. That's more beneficial even to me because then I come in after the travel,
Carly's hit the nail on the head, Claire. Listen to this.
Okay, yeah.
Is she just entitled and spoiled, or does she like to play games as a test?
Yeah, that's it. I hate women like that, and I don't blame you men if you do too, because they give us a bad name. That's stupid.
When you're like 6 months into a relationship with a woman and they go, "You're a player," it's like you're the only person.
6 months. 6 months.
I've had that happen to me.
No
you're
way.
The only person I have seen. I've either been at work or with you. How am I a player?
Right.
You're playing me. That's not a player.
Right. That's their own baggage. You know what I mean? That's not you. That's something else.
That's what I mean.
All right. Now, I think, we're going to take a vote because lately there's been a change in this TRO stuff. I think I'm being harassed now. Okay, first year anniversary is paper. That's why we got you, TRO.
What year is steel bars? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Actually, I can help you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Because one of them is actually iron. One of the anniversaries is iron.
There you go.
Hey, listen, I am not complaining about being harassed by a bird. That's a nice thing. It's fine.
I think it's either 10 or 15 years is iron. So.
Yeah, just watch that beak, Claire. Yeah, no, you don't mind the harassment, but just,
Kelly, I'm not
pretty sharp. Just be careful.
Kelly, I know, but Kelly, I'm not a young girl anymore. I definitely know what to do with a beak. Don't worry. Yo, me and the beak will be fine. Me and the beak will be fine. There's no issue.
She can handle that pecker, believe you me.
Why did I know you were going to go there? I am so sorry I put that comment up there.
Claire, do you remember what stream you're in right now?
Yeah, I know. It's my own damn fault. It's my creation.
Look who you invited. My goodness.
I was going to say, you created this. You created us.
This is your hot mess. You got to deal with it.
I'm dealing. I'm actually feeling better. Actually, you got me laughing.
I told you. Get me and Pickle in here, and you'll be moist sooner than you think.
Listen, there's a request to use the politically correct term of pecker. Okay, so all right, we will use the politically correct term. We would not want to upset you, being pedants that we are up here anyway. All right, so Belinda said that she's grown, pretending she can't figure out air transport is still emotional manipulation. I get it. I know. I
mean, if she had led with like, I'm anxious, like Peter said, or I'm scared, or if it was a late night flight and she didn't want to be alone. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's better ways to express yourself, but the way she said it was 100% manipulation.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's what
for sure.
bothers me. If it was a man that did like that, they would be using even harsher terms, and that's what really gets me, is this subtle manipulation like that.
Here's what someone who actually created an itinerary for them going to a place like that, they would have a Uber or taxi or whatever car waiting for them arrive as they got there. Like the plane lands, they walk out there. That's my cab or that's my Uber. Get in
Davros,
and go.
what are you talking about, Davros? By the sounds of it, she needs a bus ticket.
Oh my god!
I went the politically
correct.
less.
You tried.
Yeah,
You
well,
tried.
well,
You
you know
tried.
what?
Yeah.
So did I, and really, when it all comes down to it,
economic.
if look, if she's going to try and do something like that, I'd send her the receipt number of a bus ticket. There you go. That drops you at the door.
Give her the. Tell her where the shuttle stop is outside the doors. Get that way directly into the city. I'll meet you there.
Okay. All right.
Look, I might be wrong here. But like Davros just said, now we have a service here in Australia that essentially it's a minibus with a trailer behind it where you throw your bags into the trailer and the minibus takes you in the direction and a fairly close proximity to where you need to go. Now, do they have anything like that in York, or is it just an Australian thing?
What,
They have
shuttle
buses.
services?
Yeah, they
shuttle
did the
service.
buses, but there's nothing like she wouldn't be able to take her bags on the public bus. It might be like one bag, but not if she was coming with like a couple different things.
Oh no, we have actual specific coach buses.
These are actually buses that are designed to leave the airport with passengers, and they go in, shall we say, the 4 directions away from the airport, so that you can get to close proximity of where you need to.
There's something like that, but it would take her to like a bigger bus stop, or for more public transportation. They have the short buses that carry like 6 to 8 people, where you could like there's shuttles like that, but like it'll take you like to designated areas where there's a bus pickup that would take you into the city. But like if she's if she's coming with some substantial baggage,
yeah, but that's like we could just cut all that speculation out, because Uber, like Uber or some kind, they have cars in New York. Before you guys even knew the term Uber, we always had cars in New York for years. Exactly. Black sedans that you just call the number, they pick you up. They're not just for the rich people. It is like a taxi, but it is all vetted and trusted and high end. And they will take all your luggage. They will bring it actually to the door. Like it's different. And they also at the airport have car service that you can order, that the people just drive you, like you said, the smaller bus. I'm not going to use the other term, the smaller bus that drives you. But that could take, in all honesty, I would not recommend her doing that. That could take you 5-6 hours. That's like if you don't want to spend the money or you got the time and you're not like you're going to see the ex to fight about something, take that one, because it'll give you another 6 hours before you get there.
If they have an apartment in New York City, they can afford a car service.
I just like to point out, though, I think Pickle hit the nail on the head before, that she's coming with way too much baggage.
Well, that's it. And that's what I want to talk about. Do you like the use of language? That kind of leads me into my next hot issue of the week, because like I've been tore up all week about this kind of stuff. First, that bitch, I had a conversation with a gentleman for hours about that AITA, and I'm talking hours about women entitlement and the secondary rules. And I'm like, thank God this was only our first conversation, because like, you know, all of a sudden laid at my feet was this woman's AIT and her attitude about what this man should be doing for her. And it opened up like a Pandora's box type conversation of like rules and this and rules for thee and not for me, and everything is so unfair, and like this and that. And I'm like, hello, excuse me, hand up here. Do you actually know who you're talking to? Like, I'm out there all the time advocating for equality, not for women, for everyone. Like, don't be an entitled asshat to anyone. Like, not man,
Right.
not woman, like any, like that. Like, and I'm like, okay, you're gonna talk to me for like 5 hours and you don't even know who the hell I am. I'm like, oh my God, this is like, oh God, this is good. This is gonna be really good. So it just really bothered me that this woman's comments triggered somebody so bad that they couldn't even see who I was or listen to what I was saying. No matter what I said, it was, you women.
Oh.
You must be, wait. No, you don't agree with me because you're obviously on the rag. I'm like, okay. Yeah, every time I have an issue, like, no. But the only reason I stayed in the conversation is because for content, because I got so hot under the collar. I said, okay, let me just play this cool. Is this really where this is going? Like, is this really where this is going? Is he really triggered that bad like this? And then I realized, yes, men have to put up with this shit, and of course it's an obvious trigger for them. And then I started changing the way I was looking at it, like, because we're still talking, because obviously I couldn't be mad and talk to somebody for 5 hours. Everybody knows the bear ain't in there for more than 5 seconds if I get hot under the collar. But so I did change the way I was looking at it as the conversation's going on, and I'm getting more and more like, why is he getting so triggered? Why do these certain words like kick them off like that? And I'm saying, well, if I got so triggered at somebody, whether it was a man or a woman who made that statement, well, you don't love me if you don't do it like this. It didn't really matter to me that it was a man or a woman, but to him, he must have been through some stuff that like women were doing that to him all the time. Like, putting rules on him, but not telling him in advance, you know what I'm saying? Like, like expectations on it's going to be like this, but then you don't tell them what you're looking for, but then you're going to be like, verbally smacking them around because they didn't do anything that you wanted them to, but you never actually told them what you wanted them to do, kind of thing.
And using that emotional manipulation so that in the person who's doing it's mind, there's no way the other person could say no, because it's kind of like an ultimatum. You either pick me up and you love me, or if you don't pick me up, you don't love me. And I think it's part of like kind of spoiled, right? But then also wants to be independent. Well, I mean, you can't just change the goalpost minute by minute. You have to communicate.
Exactly.
I love this, Peter. We don't have to say anything. These women are hitting the nail right in the head. It's great.
You like this? Davros? You don't have anything to add? Yeah.
Well, as a man
I will add
with a
this,
penis,
one at a time.
Oh, you go first, Dav. I'll go second.
Yeah,
Dav started.
As a man with a penis.
Dav always goes first, Peter.
Wait, wait, come on, let Davros finish. He's a man with a penis. He's got something to say. Stop! Hey, Dav, go. Dav, shh. People don't make me mute. Don't make me mute you. I'll mute you all.
Okay, Chris.
I am. Chris taught me that power. Chris taught me how to do that. Thank you, Chris.
What I'm seeing here is an actual understanding of how it is from our point of view, that you've just basically given us an ultimatum of, if you don't do this thing, I'm no longer going to treat you the way I should. That's the way that sounds from that AIT.
It sounds like retaliation. It sounds threatening. Actually, it sounds like a relationship that has issues to me.
I'm not going to say that this happens all of the time. I'm definitely not going to say that every woman does this. Okay, so when I'm speaking, please don't take it personal or anything along those lines. But the reality of the situation here is many times in a relationship, and I'm sure Dav can support me in this sentiment, is that a man will feel that he's pressured to do something, and it won't necessarily be you don't love me anymore or you don't love me if you don't do this, but it will be words to that effect. And as a man, as a someone that's been brought up by women to treat women correctly, it puts you in an emotional situation where you don't want to let them down, because that's not what a man does. A man will always be there for a woman. So it puts you in that situation of, well, even though it's blackmail, I'm sorry, even though it's blackmail or whatever you want to call it, it's putting you and using those emotional feelings that a good man has been taught to always be there for a woman, against him, so that she gets what she wants. And
right.
Yeah, and I kind of feel for you there. I really do, because I tell you what, Peter, I'll be really honest. Like what you're describing to me, I don't want that kind of relationship ever.
Right, because it's like a control thing, I feel like.
It sounds like you feel like you can't even be you and express yourself for fear of disappointing somebody and then having the relationship go sour because that person doesn't get what they want.
Well, she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, but you know what?
As a guy,
I must be a freak, because I cannot live like that. Like, I want honesty. And I know that people's parents raised them to be respectful, but if I'm doing something that you don't like or you feel manipulated, it's going to continue until you show me, like point it out to me, because I assure you I'm not trying to do it as a woman.
Exactly.
You look at it from this point of view, though, Claire.
Don't get me wrong. I'm fully aware of all the goddamn bullshit that I can get away with as a woman, and even going to own half of it, use it all the time, do whatever the fuck I want, because I know I'm going to, you know what? I own that, though. But if it gets to the point that you feel like you're being manipulated into something that you actually don't want, or you don't have the freedom to say or do as a respectable adult, to me, have a conversation, that's some serious shit, Peter. Like, that's heavy. Like, that's sad to me. Like, I know that I know your sisters and your mother are trying to do a good thing by telling you just listen to the woman, always give her the space. Yes, but when she is wrong, you should have the freedom to say so. And there should be adult conversation.
The reality of the situation, though, Claire, is number one. Now, and although I say this as a joke, and I've said it for a long time, as a man, I'm only right when I've been told I'm right, and if I'm being told I'm right, she's not wrong. She just made a mistake.
I don't know. Okay, I don't like these women you deal with.
No,
I don't like them at all.
What I'm saying here is that when it comes down to reality speaking, if I disagreed with a woman in a way that, shall I say, if I was to use the same tactics of manipulation, I would be tarred and feathered and called a horrible, horrible, horrible individual that's manipulating women.
Oh, yeah.
However,
on the other hand, a woman can turn around and they'll get she's just using her womanly charm to get what she wants.
See, I don't think this is charm, though. This is, is it tied into it?
That's not charm. Yeah.
This is,
but she just, like Pickle said, she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, this is
when she says that statement.
Behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next step is withholding sex. Like, I see it on that girl. I see it.
She's
here it is.
Totally unavailable in every way possible.
Yeah. She goes in.
She already does.
All right,
Yeah, that's
so
what I was going to say. She's already there.
Wait. Yeah. He already refused to take the Uber, right? Because he doesn't want to expose himself to COVID or her anymore. She already has to take the test. Just one driver. Come home with your bags. He's there. Dinner, nice, candles, the whole thing. He's waiting for her, gets the bags in, and she going to be, I know I'm judging, but she going to be that passive aggressive little bitch. She going to come in.
Yeah.
So what'd you do? Okay. In the bags. And he's going to be doing all this stuff because he knows he's well rested. She traveled. He's being a partner. Right. And she's going to be like, I'm too tired. It took me so long to get here in the Uber. Oh, I probably would have gave you a reverse cowgirl and a blowjob in the Uber, but hey, maybe tomorrow.
Right, and still use that. Yeah, and that's
I swear to God,
that's
what you sound like.
What Peter was saying.
I'm telling you,
where
that bad, like that bad.
In that situation, right? Hypothetically, he's at home, and she's going to come in already with a chip on her shoulder, and he's trying everything he can to respect her, support her, with cooking the dinner and trying to pamper her and kind of spoil her. But she's coming in with a chip on her shoulder. You know what I mean? Yeah, hypothetically.
Hypothetically, he could be the big playing video games for 4 hours waiting for her too, and then order Chinese. I mean, he could be that guy too.
Yeah. There's another side of the coin. But yeah, I think you're right. Like
he's still not
in there and with the sex. She's gonna be tired, moody, and kind of punish him for not doing what she wanted him to do.
Here's another hypothetical for you though. While she's in the Uber, she's called past the Chinese shop. She's picked up Chinese food. As she walks up with her baggage, she's got hot steaming Chinese there going, here you go. That's it. That's all you have to do. That's how easy we are to please.
I know that. I actually know that. But
so we're having Chinese for dinner tomorrow night. So
that's it. Even if he made dinner that I don't know about it, at least the Chinese can go in the fridge. But Belinda brings up a good point. She doesn't get why all these conversations are just man and woman, like they're binary focused, to be honest. And I get what you're saying. I really do. There are a lot of genders and sexual orientations. Believe me, I absolutely understand this. It's hard to fight stereotypes when the discussion's framed by cis heteronormative terms. And I get that. And it's most likely not meant to be a microaggression against that type of message. Okay. And I get it. It's just habit because Claire, like what I'm reading is a man and a woman. So I'm talking about a man and a woman, but it could be anybody. Belinda, you are absolutely
here's the thing.
Right.
Here's the thing. You could turn this into the alpha and the beta of a relationship.
You exactly.
Could turn this into the money winner versus the stay-at-homer.
Or the asshole versus the normal one, or the passive-aggressive manipulator.
And I'm not having a go at the chat. Mm-hmm. It's only because this situation is man v woman.
It is because of what we read, is what I'm saying. Right. It's easy.
Well,
even and also the language. You're right, Belinda. Language is important, but you have to admit that all of the experience that all of us in this age group right now have had, that language is ingrained in us so much. It is a subtle change that has to be made over and over, and we have to make more of a conscious effort to do it. But in this case, we're automatically talking about a man and a woman in something that we read. So it's like not intentional. It's a good conversation, and that's a conversation, Belinda, I want to have with everybody. But it's like this isn't meant
if we get
in
this
any offensive way at all. It's not meant to offend. And I know you know that, Belinda, and I know that's not the point you're making. The point you're making is that language has to move forward to be more inclusive. And I'm with you on that fight. I am with you on that fight. As a cis, I am with you about language. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Just to clarify on this, until we find one of these where it is either a bisexual couple or female, male, non-normative gender or fluid gender.
You know
whatever.
I do all those. I do all those on AIT too. I do them all. I don't
this
even
is a gender-specific conversation, though. And
well, even if you guys want to break it down further, who cares if it was male or female? Because the problems that
it's manipulation.
We've identified manipulation, lack of communication, and a further threat of non-availability to a partner you haven't seen in a long time, when we all as humans crave attention and most of us, not all, but
Right.
most of us,
Mm-hmm.
physical
Exactly.
attention as well.
Mm-hmm.
So they're setting it up where if one doesn't do what the other one has at the last minute manipulated, I'm going to withhold from you the
Right.
basics of our
Basics.
relationship. And that is disgusting in any relationship.
It is,
Right.
and the way that they're getting judged that about how they feel about it. They clearly said in the AIT that the reason they didn't want to pick her up was the hours of drive, which could be held more constructively at home doing some preparing.
So
That
hang
if,
on,
you know,
Claire.
And
go.
the cost.
And I'm going to even take it one step further. Well, we're all human beings. I don't really care if you have a penis, vagina, or what particular sex you like. It makes no difference. It's human beings do this.
Mhm.
We as
Exactly.
human beings do it. You know,
That's the point
some-
Belinda's making. Mhm.
some human beings take their, shall we say, sexual prowess and use it as a way to manipulate people, and that's what this all comes down to.
Ooh,
You know,
I
Mhm.
like that
And
point.
that's
I
it.
like
It's
that
a
point,
good point.
Belinda.
It is.
Because and this is something that people have manipulated the utter shit out of. Chris Rock made this one statement that pissed off an entire generation of people.
Oh,
Women-
what was it? Was I one of
women-
them? Go ahead.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. Men are loved under the condition that they provide. Most of the time, a
Yeah.
man will only get flowers at his funeral.
You know what? I am not someone who was pissed off by that comment. I'm proud of myself. Nope. I didn't get pissed off at Chris for that. Because
But
he's right.
But this is the thing. This takes out a gender normative on it. And look, I've
Because-
got nothing wrong with LGBTQ and all the other rest of whatever it is.
But we're talking about a long history there.
It's a history
yeah, it's a history.
against
I know. Yeah, I hear
us. Oh, it's almost racial. If you actually look at it.
I don't really want to take it there.
Oh no, I'm not
But-
going to. I'm not going to. But I'm using it as a comparison.
Please don't, because it's not the same.
Yeah,
Because
won't.
it's not.
I won't.
It's not. Yeah, Yeah, it is.
You mean
It's
for-
reverse sexist. It's actually. I wish there was
You know
another
what?
word.
I think
besides sexist.
I think I know exactly what Belinda was trying to say.
I
I
know.
think she's saying that like men are expected to do this and women are expected to do this, and if you're not
It should
doing
be
this or
people.
that, you're not. Are you
People.
then not qualifying as a man?
Yeah.
Like
no.
if he doesn't do that, is he not a man for doing that? So like it's
Yeah.
something that we should
I
talk
hear you,
about,
Belinda.
as
hear you.
everybody should be expected to
Mhm.
to uphold some commodity within a relationship
Mhm.
of decency versus
Mhm.
the
Well, here's the
demanding
thing.
and the
That's why I use the word partner all the time. I don't say my man. I don't say my second half. I don't say husband, boyfriend. I don't use any of those terms. I specifically changed my language a long time ago to say partner because that's what it is. Now, you may not know if it's a woman or a man or whatever, but I'm in a relationship with somebody when I use the term partner that I see as an equal, that I am trying to communicate on an equal basis. There's going to be things they do better than me. There's going to be things they're
Actually-
greater at than I am. They're going to be stronger in certain things. I'm going to
This
be
is a good
weaker in
point,
certain
Claire.
things. Yeah.
This is a good point because
Yeah.
about a decade or so ago, it was only gay couples that would state they had a partner. It has now become normative for anyone in any relationship to call their
To say that.
significant other
But-
partner.
That's the point about language that I wanted to talk about. The language that this woman was using was very gender specific and very specific to a way of thinking that to me was a bit archaic. It's a bit behind what's been going on. At least for me, like I'm grown. Maybe I'm older than this.
Should we
this
get Miss Cassandra
child
to
woman.
weigh in on this?
Yeah, I think so. What do you think? Were you listening to us down there? Yeah.
Like a little bit. I had to go put my son to sleep, so I don't know if we're still talking about the one that goes, "Well, if you love me, you'll do it."
Yes,
Yeah.
that one. Yes,
50
we still
minutes
are.
we've
We're
been
still
on
talking
this.
about her.
Yes, we're going to keep
Oh.
talking about it. It's an issue for me.
Yeah, I
I'm
already put my comments in the chat, and I was like, those are just kind of like the the women that go, well, if you're not going to do this, and you're not going to get sex. It's like, really? You're going to sit there and do that? Like, I don't know. I just think it's childish.
But
It's
the
just
thing
a
is,
bunch of games.
we have this thing of, oh, she doesn't want it. I'm going to go tinker in the shed. See it.
What?
No, we can walk away though. That's the thing. If you know what I mean.
Well, I first, Davros, I would refrain from using we. Like, I don't want you to speak for all of them, because I know some that cannot walk away. They cannot. They have. I know some that have, and this is men and women, that have to be right, can't drop it, don't pick their battles. Everything's an issue. Like, you know, there are people like that. Like, yes, you probably can walk away. Me, sometimes yes, sometimes no. You know, when I walk away, when I feel heard. If I feel heard, I feel we could disagree. We can be like, we can have a difference of opinion, and I could say red and you could say green. And as long as I understand that you heard me say red and you know where I'm coming from, I can walk away if we don't agree. Like, I'm done. I'm good. But
being heard is important.
Right. But if I don't feel heard, then maybe I will be one of those stereotypical women that you all complain about, who just, until I feel heard, it's not going anywhere, because I want that respect. I know I deserve that respect. You know what I mean?
I thought he was talking about walking away from the sex. I was like,
oh,
hell no, I ain't walking away from
Yes.
it.
Yes.
How was you talking about? Did the hell? I never walk away. Fuck that shit. Like,
Claire, this is what you know. If it's been refused, we won't sit there and sulk about it. We will go off and do something that we could do in 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's you. Like I said, don't say we, because I know others who don't. I know I've seen powders, criers, stompers. I've seen powders, criers, stompers, whiners. I've seen like what?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
wait. I actually even had someone say, "Then you don't love me."
Oh my god.
Oh god. Yes, you know, I just don't want you right now. I'm busy. Like, fucking, like, what's that got to do with
the laundry,
what
boy.
does that got to do with? But it don't happen often. Don't go up. Anyway.
As you get older and longer into a relationship, dynamics change.
I'm not going to agree with that, because I'm older. It's not.
I think. Yeah, I mean, I agree with it.
It got
For me
worse.
personally, it's not the same today in 2022 as it was.
It's not. It's
back
not.
in
2012.
Even 10 years ago. There, I mean, as you grow and like if you have a family, right? As the kids, there's just all these phases, and I mean, the goal is to grow together. But that's not guaranteed. Even if you do all the things right, we all are just people, and I mean, there's no guarantee that you're going to grow together. But you can't be saying like, "Hey, if you loved me, you know, you'd have done this like that." No, that's just too much. I mean, it's like I said, it's the manipulation, and it's all that pressure. Unconditional love is unconditional.
I think that there you go, because like the statement that Chris Rock made about the inequality of unconditional love, I don't really feel as a in 2022 as an adult of a certain age, having been in relationships, failed ones and successful ones for whatever reason, I don't actually feel the pressure to put the pressure on my partner about the providing part of that, but I do recognize that pressure being put on them by society in itself, by how they were raised, by other men, by other women, by other everybody. Like, I see it. Like, I see it, but I personally would not do it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I can't make that much of a difference with how they feel about that, because it is ingrained in them. It's kind of the same, Kelly, about how we feel about the societal pressure put on us to look like we're 18 forever. You know what I mean? Like, it's more about what we look like than what we say. It's more about what we look like than what we do. Like, that pressure, like, there's nothing a man in my life can do about how I feel about that. There's nothing they can do.
And like you said, for you wouldn't put that pressure, right? And that's the same with me. And I don't put that pressure on my husband to have all these things. But he, as a man himself, separate from me, like you were saying, because of the way he was raised in society, that is ingrained in him. And to get him to think, I mean, any other way, like because he's in construction, that is not a definite income. You know what I mean? It rains, it's cold, it's too hot. And on those really hard weeks, he feels like he has somehow failed. And it's like, you didn't fail. The lights are on, the gas is on, there's food in the, like, what, how did you fail? You know what I mean? But it's because it's ingrained in him that you are supposed to be working this many hours a week, bringing home this much money. And that's, you know, what defines you as a man. You know what I mean? Because of the, like the media and all the other BS.
No, I you know, and I hear, because I've been in relationships where things can't be equal all the time, right? Can we all agree as adults, when you are in a partnership, whether it's man, woman, man, woman, you know, whatever, things are not equal all the time. To have that expectation would be insane. Okay, there's going to be 80-20, 60-40, there's going to be 50-50, there's going to be it all over the place. And all in different areas of your relationship at all different times. I have been in a relationship where at one certain, their career was not going as well as mine. And I was taking off and I was working, I kid you not, 80 hours a week, which is insane because we had like no time together, you know, trying to take care of a house and all this. It was insane. But mine's taken off and theirs, they went on part-time. Like they got backslid because of what they did for a living, because of how the market was. Wasn't anything that they were doing. They had to wait. So they picked something up and we rebalanced our relationship at the time, you know. But then in other times it'll swing back like the other way, you know. But you know, we talk about this on AIT and almost everywhere I go, including here. It's all about compromise and conversation. You have to have those conversations. You have to communicate. You have to be able to trust the person enough to say how it really is for you, you know. And I always try to provide that space, and not even in my personal one-on relationship with a partner, but I think everybody up here that I deal with on an individual basis may be able to agree that when you provide the space for another person's opinion about something and how they're actually reacting and feeling about it, you start to have a real conversation. Like, like productive conversation, right? Like it's got a place to go, develop,
it's not,
grow.
It's not a right or a wrong. It's not trying to convince the other person. It is just a back and forth. Oh, I see your point there. And like you said, that's true whether it's, you know, a partner relationship or even a friendship. You have to be open. You have to be willing to listen, and you have to be willing to compromise and say, you know what? I'm not going to get my way all the time because I'm not the center of the universe. You know, there's a lot of that in society right now, this entitlement from, you know, I mean, everyone, where they think they're entitled to kind of be in control and dictate. And that's not going to work in any relationship at all.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. You just can't. You have to provide the space for it to grow. And sometimes that's the hardest thing to do, like especially someone that's as talkative as I am, you know, someone who won't, all right, let's just call it what it is, someone who won't shut the fuck up, like ever, like that can be hard. But I have learned about space, and I think you guys teach me every day too. You know, I learn a little more every day. But everybody up here, we've all had disagreements about stuff, right? And we talk regularly. You know, all of us here, we talk regularly. I talk regularly with many that are in the chat, and we don't agree. Like I don't agree with a lot of people. Like I'm a little weird. I got freaky ideas about shit. I know it.
She said it again.
I listen. I own my weird nerd self.
Today's word of the day is little
weird. Little weird. Okay, wait. We need a Pee Wee Herman noise to go with that. Then if we're going to play that game, okay. Like somebody make a noise that every time I say little weird, everybody just says it. Just like, you know, we'll do Pee Wee. Yeah, we all just dated ourselves up here, but he was funny. And yes, I know he probably got locked up for some bad shit later. But while I knew him, like as a character somewhere, he was funny as shit. I loved him. I love Paul Rubens.
Paul Rubens
Yeah,
is
he
still
was
doing
funny.
stuff.
Yeah.
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 He's done stuff. Yep.
He was in Supernatural, for God's sake.
That's because he diddled himself. He didn't try to diddle somebody else.
There you go. There you go.
He did a Blippy. He did what's called a Blippy.
Is that what? Is that what it's called? I learned something every day. It's called a what? It's good to explain. I need this for the
need an explanation.
vocabulary.
So a famous YouTuber who started.
Oh, I know Blippy. I know Blippy.
Oh no! Is that the guy on screen who did the?
He
never
got
mind.
caught on live stream.
Yes, he did. He jacked off to. Yeah, okay. I get it.
No. He was pooping on somebody's chest, and it was filmed.
What? Wait,
that went a whole nother direction, folks.
Oh wow! Oh, wait, hold the phone. This is Cassandra. I need to just clarify what I just heard. Did you just tell me that he was on screen and he was shitting like poop?
He videoed it.
Nailed the
Cleveland steamer.
He put a Cleveland steamer on somebody's chest live on screen?
No, not on live on stream. It was recorded. It was back before he was famous because he was trying to be famous for being stupid, doing stupid stuff.
So he was filming his own private porn with his partner, and it got out.
No, it was a friend. It was a friend.
It was like a jackass thing.
Yes.
Well, then what the hell? That's no big deal.
Because he was a kids' channel, Claire.
Oh, but
because,
he wasn't.
I know, but he's a kids channel now. So.
Stop. But still, I have issues about that. He did something in his private house with no children around. He didn't show it to children himself, did he?
It was on the internet.
Correct me.
It was on the internet.
Let me finish.
Someone's chest.
Dude, that's a good friend, though. The friend that let him shit on their chest, that's the kind of friend you look for, you guys.
Yeah, but this is the guy. This is the guy you want. You want entertaining your children, knowing that he does.
No, I don't. But that's a good friend.
Wait,
it's a new one now.
This is going to be a hot mess because I don't want to go on this, but listen. Just let me make my point, okay? When he, in the privacy, I know it's gross, okay? I get it, Pickle, don't come for me. But if he wants to shit on his friend's chest and his friend's laying there letting him shit on his chest and another friend is filming it and they're not all upset about it and they got consent and the shit's flying and it's consensual, it's okay, all right? That part right there, the making of that was fine, all right?
Yeah, it's not about the making of it. It's that it was made public.
That's it. Yeah. And I feel bad because here's something. He probably didn't put it out, did he, Duff?
Yes, he did.
He did? Then he deserves what he gets. If he's a kid's channel, he did that, and he doesn't have the PR sense to know how bad those optics were, then motherfucker.
This was before he was he became a big YouTuber for kids.
All right, so he put it out there and then decided to become a YouTube channel for children, but he knew it was out there, so he knew it was coming. But still, I really I understand.
Wait.
I understand the optics, but he's not on. Here's the thing. Let me just make this point.
I love Blippy. I'm sorry.
I know. I do too. I do. Listen, he's not on YouTube teaching children to shit on other people.
Wait. This man.
Wait.
Adult with the capacity to create a successful child's show on YouTube and get millions of followers and make lots of money. He has the capacity to reasonably do these things successfully. And at some point in his adult life, he decided to eat some raunchy tacos, spread his butt cheeks, and shit all over his buddy. No,
I still think. All right, so you just push the button and walk away, but I still think he deserves. Come for me, people. I don't care.
Taking my kids with me when I walk away.
Claire,
but as long as he's not on his channel teaching people how to shit on people's chests,
Claire.
I'm cool with it. Because listen, he could be in the bedroom fucking a horse, and I don't care if he got a YouTube channel,
Oh
as
my
long
God.
as I don't have to watch him fucking a horse. I'm
Claire.
telling you, period.
Claire.
He's got the right. He's got that right.
Oh,
If he's fucking a horse,
Claire.
then that shit pile's bigger than any of us can
I'm
contend with.
telling
Oh my
you.
God.
He still
Okay.
makes money from the channel name. It's just got a
Okay.
different host. So
Listen, but you know what, Dav? We're all adults, okay? If you think anyone's gonna start a children's channel and they're gonna be squeaky clean from A to Z everywhere, and they're not entitled to their personal life kink and whatever the hell they do behind closed doors, then that's fine. He's gonna get the repercussions from what he did. I agree, but I'm not gonna cancel his ass for having a YouTube channel as long as he's not advocating to those children to do this shit. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't know. He might be
Like-
having a hidden message in
The-
there. When he squats
the
down,
problem-
he might be
The
Mhm.
might
problem
be telling him
you've got there,
something.
though, Claire.
Hmm?
The problem you've got there, though, Claire, is because the video is out of him doing that, and
Mhm.
there is the chance of the children that his YouTube channel is now got as fans and followers. They have the opportunity to find said video of him defecating on someone's chest. And as that, it down to a situation where, well, they are still seeing their hero, the person they look up to, doing this. Therefore, even in post, he's still saying that this is okay to do.
actually,
Okay,
unfiltered
wait,
coconut
wait.
got it right in the
Listen.
chat.
Listen, if I see Mr. Rogers taking a shit on Snuffleupagus as an adult, even if it happened 150 years ago, I'm fucked up. So,
Yes.
Listen,
If it's
all
Mr.
right,
Rogers,
wait,
yeah.
listen. Okay, now I've raised the daughter, okay, and I really feel strongly about this. You guys are putting the weight, like no one will ever hold up to this standard you're laying out here. Not one fucking one of us here on YouTube can do it.
That you
Well,
should
I can-
put out a video in the public eye of you doing caca on someone's chest.
Yeah, I will say this, that you will not find a video out there on YouTube of me against someone's chest. So
No,
it's
you
not
won't
exactly-
find me doing it
not-
either.
It's not exactly a high bar. It's not exactly a high bar to get to. Let's be honest with you, Claire.
I'm talking about the standard, Peter, not the shit. Like, I get the shit. I'm talking about the standard that he has to hold up to. Like, he's not allowed to have a
He's
YouTube
shit.
channel.
I'm telling you, he doesn't have any standards.
How is that a standard, Claire?
Hang on, Claire. Claire, let me introduce you to my mate called Goat Knocker. Goat Knocker.
No,
Goat,
stop.
Goat
Go,
Knocker.
go.
Goat has got a wonderful name, and it all comes with the one time that he knocked over a goat. One happened. It's for life. You can't take something back like that.
Listen,
No.
I'm not saying he should. I'm saying it's out there. He has to deal with the repercussions of it, but I'm not going to be advocating for him to be canceled because I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe I'm actually saying that if you want to shit on somebody's chest, it's your own fucking business and it's none of
Yeah,
mine.
but I
It's
just want to
not
know
my
what
goddamn
standard that is.
And
What
I don't care.
standard of
Like, I
education
don't
is
give a
that for
fuck.
children?
Like,
What
There's
is
worse
it?
stuff on
Here,
YouTube.
and that brings me to my point, Davros. If you give me just 1 minute, I have raised the daughter, and the point there is to educate your children to look at these things and the standards of these things and right and wrong. It is not the YouTuber's responsibility
Claire,
to do that, right? Can we agree on that? Can we agree on that?
Claire, I don't think a 6-year-old's going to have the discernment on whether or not to poop
But
on
that's
someone's chest.
But here we go, Davros.
No.
The 6-year-old is not watching him poop on someone's chest on that channel. Is what I'm trying to say.
But the point is though, Claire, that the 6-year-old may get sent a link showing exactly that.
And that is why I'm saying it's up to us as parents to teach them about these kinds of controversies that come about where you're
I am not going to turn around and start I'm not going to go and talk to a 6-year-old about
I am going to prepare
I am preparing
her for the worst. No.
She's going to go to school on Monday and tell her what they learned in the weekend.
We need to teach our children, if you're going to have someone shit on your chest or shit on someone's chest, just don't videotape it.
Yeah, don't record it. Put your phone down.
Exactly.
I want to say this comment. I want to say this.
Wait, I will. Okay, you wanted to read it. I wanted to read it, but I'll let you read it. I'll go let you read it.
Hey, boys and girls. Today we're going to learn about pink eye. Mr. McFilmy laid down and let's show the kids how. I just had Chipotle.
Gross. Monkey media, no.
Yes, monkey media, yes. I get it. The fucking snark lives. That's why he's the king, and they are the king, rather. Anyway,
you say he. How do we know it's a he?
We don't. They're a murder. I'll tell you that. They fucking murder it every day. They're a goddamn murder. A whole bunch of them.
I have a feeling Mocking Media is going to ask me to do a voiceover at some stage.
Dude, I just can't get over it. Okay, I'm stuck. I've got it playing in my head over and over and over again, and then I'm like,
wait, is he dressed up in the Blippy outfit?
Yeah.
Coconut says, imagine him doing it while Thomas the Train theme song's playing in the background.
Hang on. Is it the old theme or the new?
Or the new theme?
Well, actually, there's 3.
The old theme now.
No, there's the original one which didn't have any lyrics, and then there's the new one that had the lyrics.
Wait.
Oh God! Wait a minute! I
Wait,
can't
there's
wait.
a new comic?
Listen, you guys.
No, there's a new theme song.
Wait. I saw 2 Girls, 1 Cup, and it fucked me up for a couple years.
Nah,
so this
I didn't
is
touch
just
that.
Listen, all I'm saying is we would be better to teach our children about the controversy of learning that the people that we watch in the media in general are just fucking people. That's my only point, okay? Before you rip me up about the shit, okay?
No, Claire, I'm with you on it.
I'm not saying teach my daughter how to shit on somebody's chest. That is not what I said. I want to prepare her for when a video, I know.
That's what I was dying.
Humpty Dumpty shat on a wall.
I can see I've lost everybody. I'm not even going to be able to get
Humpty Dumpty shat out a ball.
Oh my God.
Blame it's all Monkey Media's fault.
I'm not
today on Martha Stewart.
I can't believe you people are so upset. I can't believe
that is picking on Blue's Clues now.
No, I let my son still watch him.
Yes, today on Martha Stewart, Blue Waffle. I liked it. That's good. That, if you know, you know. That is brilliant. That's good. I like that one.
I still let my son watch Blippy even after I read about that.
Even after you right?
Yeah, because you know, it's a new Blippy now, but still, I just figure like it's better than there's a lot of crap on YouTube.
The fact that you know Cassandra.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like,
I know.
Look at what happened to Captain Kangaroo. Like he had a children's show, everything. And after it was all over with, they found out that he was like into kids or anything like that. Like you have to prepare your children to find out. Not the awful things, like they don't have to know what, but they have to know that the people they're watching on the internet and on television and all are people, instead of making them way, way up here, because that's when it gets warped. Like if you do have to have the poop conversation with your child, like you said, Peter, because they saw the video and you don't want to have that conversation, but you're going to need to. And you could say, well, I don't respect them as a person and maybe you shouldn't watch them anymore. Or as a parent, you could say you can't watch them anymore. But I think the children, depending on the age, need the information as to why. You can't just say, okay, that guy got a video out there on poop. Damn, done, canceled. Take him off the fucking internet, because you know what? We all are gonna, like, tomorrow there could be a video about me up there. I mean, there's a video on my channel right now, with that YouTube didn't take down. Remember, Mrs. Cassandra, we were looking for the turtle porn. Do you remember?
Yes, I always try to get you to look for turtle porn.
I know you do, because you're so weird. You're so weird, and that's what I love about you. But we were looking, I was Googling, because I'm, it was a younger YouTuber. This is just what, a month or two ago. Anyway, I was searching Google Live. Oh, to all of you other YouTubers, don't fucking do that. Don't do it. Okay, don't Google Live. Okay, lesson learned.
Not in the same window anyway.
Yeah, not in the same window anyway. And like, do it behind the scenes. Like, I learned my lesson, because as I'm looking at the pictures of the turtles, underneath it are several women inserting things in their vaginas, and a couple of them were carrots, and they were going at it for 17 or 18 seconds. Live on screen. So does that make me a porn channel? Like, come on, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yes,
should I lose my channel for advocating carrot sex? Seriously?
No, all it means,
It's
Claire,
disturbing,
is you go from a PG rating straight up to R.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
And this is the reality of the situation here is if this guy, the video of him out there is being released of him doing whatever he's doing in his own private thing, maybe the reality of the situation is that that there needs to be a reassessment of his channel and who should be targeted at. Should this channel be targeted at children?
Yeah, but he's not doing it on his channel, though. That's what I don't understand, Peter. Why are you going to say only 18 and above can watch anything on his channel? Because he pooped somewhere else and has a video somewhere else besides his channel. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's not fair. I'm going to go against you on that. That is a standard that can't be upheld, and that is unfair.
It is getting hot in here.
And I'm sticking up for the pooper right now.
I gotta drop off. I'll try to be back.
I can't believe I'm saying it, but you can't put that on his channel if it's not what he's advocating on his channel. You can judge him as a person. You could say that's bad PR. Look at this shit out here, and I don't want to have anything to do with it.
Literally.
You can't.
Okay. Let's put this
Good. Go on.
Perspective here, though, Claire. In all perspective, he had this video taken. He had it released. And then after he had released, he started a different channel that was aimed at children. I understand what you're saying, and I agree. The difference is, and we're not talking about things, shall we say, as inappropriate as some other big celebrity or possibly jailed or anything like that. We're talking about someone that's released a video that was a sexual act that, some people see as a sexual act, should I say, that it was just a video that shouldn't have been released into any forum. It's something that should be hidden on the dark side of the web. And I agree with you to a point that no, his channel doesn't need an 18 plus rating. However, would I as a parent allow my children to watch something where he's done this, and that my children may end up making the connection and seeing both of the video, his bad side, shall we say?
Right.
Is that something that I, as an adult, would allow my children to watch?
And you have that right, and you have that choice.
No.
And I agree with you. I agree with you. That's your choice. But his channel should not be rated above 18 and all that, or taken down, because it's not on the channel. That was my only point. That's my only point.
I've got some research.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I got a few comments, and then I'm gonna let you say on that. Okay, all right. First, unfiltered coconut. God, I'm so glad you're here, girl, for this hot mess. Like, damn. Squat, pop and drop has a new meaning. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. And also, I saw something here from Purple. I made a comment about Captain Kangaroo. Lost the comment. And I said that they did accuse him. I didn't know that he got cleared of it or anything. But after the fact, yeah, she said it was a rumor that was started by a rival, and there was never anything to support that claim. And that's good to know, because I was kind of fond of those old ones that I used to see of that back. And the same thing about Pee Wee Herman. Like I don't think that his class of work that he did about kids should be judged on what they accused him of after. But yes, I know that the media is going to do it. I'm not a fool, people. I know we're going to do it. But like if Pee Wee Herman had a channel, I'd be out there saying, you can't judge his channel if he's not doing that on his channel. If he didn't wank himself off on the channel in front of everybody, leave his fucking channel. No, you can actually have the PR, the bad PR, and deal with it and try to deal with it and everything like that. But be adults. Like you don't just walk away. Yes, whatever. And he's going to lose subs and he is going to have to deal with it. But I don't think YouTube should do anything about it. I don't think that people should be like going for him about it and trying to mass cancel him like they do, a whole bunch of hot moms with fingers deciding they're going to organize that he's got to go because he wanked off in some bathroom somewhere that had nothing to do with his channel. You know what I mean? People are not like, I'm not talking about criminal offenses. I'm not talking about things with no consent or things against minors. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about adult stuff, kinky, weird fucking shit that everybody does. Well, I don't know about everybody, but people may do. And that it's none of our fucking business. Now, you can judge them for it and you can keep your kids away from it if it's on child. But should they not have a channel?
Let's read the story.
There would be no more channels. There would be no channels to watch.
Then
anyway.
let's read the story of what actually happened.
Go on.
Okay.
I'll go read
Blippy's real name. Blippy's real name is Steven John, and before he began performing as a twee 21st century clown, he was a filmmaker in LA. He created comedy videos under the moniker Steezy Grossman. He changed his name legally from Stephen J. Grossman to Steven John, including low-budget, low-brow comedy videos with titles like Turd Boy and Underwear Man. And Blippy is hardly John's first brush with internet fame. With a hard R-rated twist in a 2013 video that BuzzFeed News has viewed, Steven Blippy John takes an explosive diarrhea shit on his nude friend's ass in a truly shocking rendition of the Harlem Shake. Now, a statement directly from him. Yes, I did make gross out comedy videos when I was in my early 20s, long before I started Blippy. Everyone has a past. Blippy's just happened to involve a widely viewed comedic video of him taking a deuce on another man. It seems that even in his former incarnation, Steven John was destined for viral fame, but no one could have foreseen the dancing poop guy's pivot to mainstream children's entertainment.
Explosive diarrhea is way worse than just poop. I was fine with it just being poop, but now that I know it was explosive diarrhea, how did we get here?
I don't know. I just
here we are at explosive diarrhea. Welcome to Mayhem.
I don't even know what to say.
I don't know.
And it took him 5 years to amass the following he had.
Okay.
Oh God, I thought you were going to say 5 years
Can
to
I
amass
ask
the
you?
shit he took.
Can I ask you then? Does he still have a channel? Does this?
Yeah, the Blippy channel's still there. He's just not starring in it anymore. But he gets the revenue.
But he's not actively the face of it anymore. He took him. He's gone. So he got canceled. He got canceled.
Whoa. He basically pre-cancelled himself because that video actually released in 2013 before he started the Blippy channel. So he already put out something controversial that he had done before he became famous for kids.
That's another thing. Do you think he did that to get the controversy, to start the channel, to get all the following so people could figure out who the hell he was and just make his money and run? Like, that would be weird.
Nobody knew that the guy Blippy was the guy that did the explosive diarrhea back in 2013.
So basically,
only until someone made the connection between his different names that they cottoned on.
So he had a plan. So when shit hit the chest, he was ready.
Yeah, she was. I just want to. I wonder how many damn practice videos there were. Can you like?
Ew, no.
I don't know
Oh,
how
man.
you practice explosive diarrhea because I think there's
Lots of
definitely a
Taco
once
Bell.
off.
You know,
Lots
but
of Taco
I
Bell.
just
you guys
So-
all
so
hear
more-
of Steve-O, or there's asshole channels where they do all those dumb stuff to each other, like they really do, really Jackass. That's the name of it. Here in America, and mocking. I'm sure you know what the hell I'm talking about, the Jackass channel, and those that group of pedants. They are funny, okay, but they do the sickest shit, and people try to cancel them like all the time. Like then they try to walk away from doing that
Steve-O
for a
didn't
couple
go
of years.
to with a
and
kids channel.
That's right. Like I agree with you. If you're going to be going around shitting on people, maybe a kids channel is not the next best move.
Yeah.
But I still don't think if he does that and it's not on his channel, like I don't have as major an issue with it because people do my point is that people do fucking stupid shit all the damn
fact that
time.
it went viral back in 2013 is
God, if people,
why.
thank God, cell phones and with cameras were
Hang
not
on,
that
Claire.
great when I was like a teenager because there'd be shit about me all over the damn place, like everywhere.
Claire.
Were people shit
Hey,
on
Claire,
your
hang on.
Claire?
There was,
No, not that kind of shit.
when you were a teenager, cell phones were the size of a briefcase.
What?
So, Claire, can I
Yeah.
just? I want to interject here for a moment, and
Sure.
because of the stand that you're taking, right?
Mhm.
Essentially, and I'm trying, and I know I'm kind of paraphrasing. I'm taking you out of context, so just understand that I do realise what I'm doing.
Okay.
Essentially, what you're saying, it doesn't matter what someone else does on their other channel. If they don't do it on their second channel, it doesn't matter, and their second channel should stay up.
No. That's not what I'm saying about two channels at all. This what happened.
No.
No.
But this is the same situation. If you look at it from a
Mhm.
broader perspective here, this guy did this action on another video, on somewhere
No,
else,
that-
on the internet, somewhere
Yeah,
else on the internet.
But
He
we're
did this,
talking
right?
parallel here instead of past affecting future. You're talking parallel, two channels at the same time, and they do one thing over here. and one thing over there.
I'm not.
Because-
No, I'm
Yeah.
not. No, I'm not. I'm just saying, if they have done something in the past, even that's inappropriate, and that they find offensive, that has no connection to what they're doing now on a different channel. Is because I know for a fact YouTube has a very strong belief about this type of situation that if someone has done something, they open up a new channel after, for example, YouTube have said, no, we don't want you on our platform. They can't open another channel or they'll get closed down again.
Well,
So
that's a YouTube
I'm just
thing.
pointing that out.
Yeah,
But
okay,
I'm just
fine.
pointing that out that
Mhm.
well, the past does matter. What you've done in the
Well,
past does matter.
On YouTube, if you do the two things on YouTube, I see your point, but he did not shit on YouTube. Period.
Yeah, okay.
But he's in media, okay? And
I get
you
it,
know
and
that-
that's what's being, and his reputation's being used against him, and I get that.
Uh,
But YouTube,
no. It
YouTube
wasn't.
themselves can't do anything about the fact that he shit on some man's chest.
Uh,
There's no violation of times of
actually, they
service
did.
there.
Actually, they did.
What did they do? What did they do?
So it was under human rights and no, it was no. Okay, you can laugh, but
I
this
am
is actually
because-
from
Oh
this
my
is from
God,
YouTube.
oh
Under
my
the human rights
God.
and conditions in their terms of service, if you were found to be doing something that's classed as derogatory or whatever,
But it was
right, and-
prior to him opening a channel, you said. How
Claire?
could they
Yeah.
do that?
Can
It
I
doesn't matter,
finish?
though, Claire.
Oh, fuck.
Can I
Fuck you,
finish? They-
YouTube. That's wrong. That's
No.
bullshit. I'm sorry.
They
That's
negotiated
bullshit.
with him.
No, that's
They said if you stop being the face of Blippy, we won't do anything.
All right,
And they
so
didn't.
basically they strong-armed him because they couldn't handle the pressure of the optics. Now that I understand, Davros, that I understand. But having a rule out there that says whatever you did before you opened your YouTube channel can be holding us. Fuck you, YouTube. That's the wrongest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Okay,
That's
so
bullshit.
if someone gets acquitted of multiple murders and then starts,
Oh God, you're gonna put murder.
Is he okay to be doing kids channels?
Except for
O.J.
criminal
Simpson.
offenses. Fuck you. I've already said nope. Argument dismantled. Don't debate with me. I've already put this out there except for criminal offenses. Now you know that. Now stop with that bullshit. I'm not talking murder, mayhem, all that other shit. I'm not talking about no consent. I'm not talking about, minors and all that other shit. I'm talking about like this guy shit on somebody's chest. And
It was actually his ass.
Whatever.
What?
Explosive diarrhea onto somebody else's like.
No, wait a second.
I must have missed the shitter reference.
This was ass to ass.
No.
Oh, I've lost my shit. That's it. I've lost it. God, that's it. I can't. I don't know. I'm still think that. I mean, I understand what you're saying, Davros, but I think it's wrong that they hold their past against them that has nothing to do with the channel. Some bullshit. Yes, they probably strong-armed him for political pressure. I get it. They used the optics against him, and rightly so. They want an image. They legalized them all up there and said, we can't have you represented because of all these pressure or what it looks like because you shit on grown men's chests and you're a children's channel. Now, I understand he has to deal with that and he has to make a decision about that because he is the person that shit on the other person's bum and then for some reason decided to open a children's channel like that wasn't going to matter. I know he's got to deal with that. I just think he shouldn't be like blanket canceled because of it, because people do crappy stuff. I know.
Not canceled.
I know he's not. I know.
He's still got his channel.
Yeah, and that's great for him. Like, all right, whatever.
But
I'm glad they
explain it again before Claire messes it up again. John takes an explosive diarrhea shit on his nude friend's ass in a truly shocking rendition of the Harlem Shake.
We're starting at the beginning.
Okay, but I just have the most important question I have here.
Yes, please.
The camera guy. Did he at least?
Good point, Pickle.
Did he at least have like
what
the hose ready for like right afterwards?
Yeah, but what happened to the shitty? Was he part of the show?
I've got an even better question. So can you imagine this, all right? So three guys are sitting around in their mum's basement or wherever the thing was filmed.
Oh my God! I know.
And they're
who
going.
The other guy was.
And they're going. And they're going. And the guy that's about to get shat upon turns around to the shitter and says, "Are you ready yet? Come on, hurry up! I want to get this over and done with. Are you ready yet?"
My belly's rumbling. Let's go.
You can hear it gurgling like that scene in Dumb and Dumber.
God,
no, that's a good friend though. I would want to just say it again. That's a pal for life. That is, I like you guys. I do.
Is he getting a percentage of Blippy's contract? Apparently, like
I guess so.
Let's make this video. When you get big doing that kid stuff, I get a shake.
So Pee-wee did get arrested at JCPenney in 1997 because they heard he had kids' pants 50% off. Fuck you, Bucket.
Oh
my God! You had to
here's
go
the
in.
actual story.
But I know, but I
happened.
still like Pee Wee Herman. I know.
Would you like to hear how the action actually happened?
No.
Can we vote?
It's actually quite funny. It's actually funny.
Vote? Wait, we're gonna vote. I heard 2 no. I said no. What did you? Who else said no?
Me.
Okay, me and Pickle say no. What say you, Kelly?
Kelly.
I don't
Kelly.
vote.
All right, Peter, vote. Vote.
I'm
Because then
neutral.
Kelly.
Listen, I like Pee Wee too. Okay, and I don't know if what I know are facts. So if someone on here knows facts,
I don't know.
down
It
for
was
facts.
a joke. No, he did get accused of some stuff, but apparently he only did it to himself. But he may have done it in public.
Yeah, but
That's all I
I've
know.
got facts of how Blippy managed to do the thing.
You
I
mean,
mean, are these
wait a minute.
schematics?
When you say the thing, are you going to walk us through the act, the prior act?
Yes.
First, he went to
No,
Taco
no,
Bell.
no.
Second, he
Wait a minute.
ordered a
Wait,
10-pack of
this is-
burritos.
Wait, this is a bigger issue than just us up on panel. Chat, do you want Davros to explain to you how this happened? I don't know. I don't know. I think it's up to them. They have to hear
One
it.
for
Like,
yes, two for no.
See, I thought
What?
he was going to
Yeah.
explain Pee Wee Herman. If he's explaining the
I would
explosive
like
diarrhea,
Yeah,
I
I don't
will
need
pick
no
Montclair.
I do not need, and I already have enough visuals in my head to last me till next Mayhem, which is going to be bad enough, because now that you took it from his chest and you flipped him over and you put it on his head, I can't even, oh my God, I can't even.
what were they on when they came up with this idea? I wonder.
I don't know.
When those three guys in the
Mostly.
basement came up with that idea to do
Oh my
this, and they
God.
thought this is great. What were they
Yeah,
under
I
the
don't know.
influence of?
Wait,
Wait,
so
wait,
they just finished watching the last season of Jackass, I think.
Oh,
And they
thank
thought-
God.
It is.
And they
I think they might
go-
have. Yeah. Oh,
they-
that's the kind of
and-
shit they did.
And they go, we can do better.
Right.
We've
Yes.
got
take
and-
it
yeah.
to the next level.
We've got 2 1s, and Claire's doesn't count.
What do you mean? Claire's always counts. Get the hell out of here. Where you from? Where you
Can't
from?
vote in your own poll.
Yes, I can. There's no rule.
Well, then
It's
that
not
means
rule.
that the mods' votes don't count either. So Peter's vote doesn't count. So we only have
That's
one
right.
vote.
Yeah.
We have 1-1.
Come
Therefore,
on,
it
can
gets
a-
read.
can a few other people be brave enough to vote, please, so we could shut Davros off for a little bit? You know, it's
My
really
vote
hard.
doesn't count because I got a wrench. So
Yes, it does. If my vote counts, your vote counts. Vote. Who Davros? First of all, who the hell said Davros gets to say whose votes count and whose don't? Like, when did that happen? It
wait,
didn't
what's
happen.
the choice?
It's
All right.
1 or 2.
What?
One
One
for yes, 2
One,
for no.
if you want Davros to tell us how the act actually happened, step by step, or two,
I don't believe
if we're done.
all these people on
Nikki,
the internet
put
I
a
thought
phone
were my
number.
friends.
Nikki, that is a damn channel violation, girl, and you know better. Get that phone number.
Where's
next to
your
that.
phone number?
Nikki? And also, nice to see you, love. I hope you had some fun. Anyway, oh yes, Belinda, it's always number 8. What do you think that movie's called? Laying Topsoil to Rosebud.
Oh no!
Memorialized right there on YouTube in case the chat disappears. There you go. Okay.
8, 6,
Yes.
7, 5, 3,
75309. There we go.
Jenny,
I'm not-
Jenny, who can I
That-
turn to?
And you know what? That
Not my
didn't
buddy, because he'll shit all over you.
go- exactly.
Stacy's mum's
Has got it
Going on. You should have been there, Dov. We had an 80s dance party yesterday in the media room at the Discord. We were all playing songs. We were all wherever we are here in the in this world.
Currently,
we were-
the voting is 4 1s and 4 2s. We need a
Oh,
tiebreaker.
and a number 8
Claire's
and
the
a
channel owner.
69.
She's the tiebreaker, right? Ultimately.
No,
No, she-
I will not. Mocking is going to be the tiebreaker. It's a one
I
or a
mean,
two.
We're
Come on,
already
come on.
we're already this deep in this shit. Might as well just let him read it.
Oh wait,
Well, yeah,
some
we already.
internet-
Yeah.
Peter, get the hell out of the chat. You can't do that shit. Peter,
Ah,
foul. That's
that's
not
my
right.
boy Aspen.
Yeah, Amber Chick already said 1, so it's 1. It's the ones are winning.
Oh gosh, the ones who all right, go Davros. They want to hear your shit.
Your stage, sir.
You are saved. You are
Okay.
saved. Mocking didn't even have to.
Create the
Mocking
visual,
voted one
Dov.
anyway. There you go. You got it. You won
Okay.
fair and square. Even though some of you tried to cheat. No names.
It's not cheating. It's bending the rules.
It's
It's
Oh,
shitty.
Okay.
it's shitty.
The entertainer, then known as Steezy Grossman, put his own spin on the meme in Harlem Shake Poop. Set in the interior of a space in the bathroom with a shower stall, you see him sitting on the toilet, pants down
Oh,
around
God.
his ankle. He's wearing a tank top, sunglasses, and for some reason, a bicycle helmet. He
Oh.
gently shrugs his shoulders, rolling his arms to the beat. The beat drops, and suddenly the video cuts to Steezy standing sideways on top of the toilet seat, fully nude now except for the helmet and sunglasses. On the floor, on the floor, a friend, whose identity is not known, leans against the wall in a contorted shoulder stand, his head and neck on the floor, his hips in the air, his legs dangling down. He is also fully nude except for goggles and a swim cap, and a black bar has been edited over his genitals, blocking out not just his penis and scrotum, but also the full taint and beehole. After a few seconds of dancing on the toilet, it happens. Steezy emits an explosive stream of shit, a cacophonous eruption that sends feces splattering across the room in a shotgun-like spray of poo pellets. Shit hits the wall and the glass shower door, the floor, and a sizable chunk hits the intended target. The spread
sounded like a,
the spread
sounded
cheek
like a
ass
flock
of
of
his
arrows.
friends. Hang on. Steezy giggles and continues dancing as his friend for a few seconds until you can hear the unmistakable sound of gagging, though he never stops attempting
I'm
to wiggle
gagging
his
over
legs
here.
in a dancing movement. This is undeniably, unequivocally fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
An
God.
attorney for Stephen John said BuzzFeed
He needed an attorney.
use a cease and desist letter asserting his copyright on the video.
There's a copyright on the video. Somebody claimed that shit? Are you telling me somebody actually claimed that shit?
And someone else did it first.
Oh, God. All right. Okay. Yeah. Mm.
Thank you,
Sure,
chat,
but what
for
we
that
have
visual.
here is a
Really
consensual,
appreciate it.
non-sexual poop joke. No one got hurt. It's not sexist or criminal or problematic. It's just a pure jackass prank stupidity. If two adult men want to take a crap on each other for the sake of a viral video, I say God bless them.
Yes, thank you. And is that the lawyer that said that? I'm right there with them. That's it. Okay. That's cool. All right. All right. Well, in that case.
Well, let's just say he's enthusiastic no matter what he does.
It's just the fact that he was dancing, you know what I mean? Dancing and nothing but a bike helmet, the visual.
That is that kind of like the whole thing now. I'm glad you read it because we have an ice storm going on here, so I lost everything until the USB kicked back on. But can't get rid of me. I'm prepared. Well, anyway,
it seems like he's got good aim. I mean, at least.
Yeah, he does. He got. I hear you, Nikki. Well,
I don't.
hell's fucking bells poop.
I mean, not that great of aim. They said it got on the floor, the wall, the shower, chunks.
Yeah,
oh man, no.
Oh,
listen. Oh my God.
The cleanup.
Piggy, can't you see? Jump your overalls and mud spackle me.
Oh, it's so gross. That's so gross. That's going to be stuck in my head like a little song now. I need a new one. I know.
I think mocking media is seeing deliverance.
I do believe they may have. I do believe they may have. But I've seen comments. I don't know.
Claire did say she didn't have a plan, and this definitely was not planned.
No, but I actually. What I know it went in the shitter. I get it, Kelly. I get it. And you know what? I kind of put it there myself, I guess. I get it why not having a plan. But actually, I do think the conversation before, however it led into this one, was a very good one. And I do feel a little exercised from my issue with that woman that I had.
Yeah, have we made you feel a little bit more jovial?
Jovial? Well, I have been laughing. I do believe I laughed a little.
You lamowed, totally.
Yeah, I'm allowed. Yeah, I did. And but I don't know where to go after shit. Like Davros Peter, do your job. Somebody help me. Where the hell do you go after everything goes in the shitter? Like, what do we do for the next 15 minutes? Like, come on. Like,
You go take a shower.
You know what? I
shower.
just took one right before the stream, because I
you
come
could
here.
You're gonna
always-
need another one after that.
You could always
Maria.
start talking about your upcoming appearances all over YouTube.
Oh, that's right. Because I'm like so overexposed. But here we go. Me and my naked self are going to be like everywhere this week. Starting tomorrow. Actually, I'm very excited about this. Thank you, Peter, because I am very excited about this. And I hope Kelly and Pickle and Davros and everybody in the chat and yourself, Peter, get a little excited about that. It is going to be Feel Good February. Kelly has started a self-care kind of love yourself kind of thing that she was doing a series, and she talked to me. So a lot of us small creators, we get together. Bear's got a library of small creators, and I like to support a lot of the small creators out there, and I talk to a lot of people, and we were all feeling a little rough around the edges. Would you say, Kelly? A little, a little.
It's been a rough few months.
Yeah, and it's been disheartening to see language being used against people in such as missiles and knives and anything else you can say. Let's just put the word vitriol, the vitriol that's out there being used against people by multiple people. I'm not going to sit here and say it's just one. That's why I played hypocrites. It's not just one person. It's a lot. There's a lot out there. And the damage that's being done, it's all on Twitter. It's all on YouTube. It's even on Instagram. I mean, it's everywhere I go. And as a creator, it's hard because people come to you. And the people that are coming to me over the last month or so are the ones that are getting hurt. And they're speaking to me on this. And I'm trying to find a way. Like, what do you do? I can't, I'm not responsible for YouTube. And I damn well can't control other creators or people who decided it's okay to treat people this way. I mean, that's an issue I'll never be able to change because there's shitty people all over this planet. There are people who are just straight out fucktards and they don't give a fuck. And I know, I'm smart enough to know there's nothing I could do about that. That's all them and not me. And it's not the people that they're hurting either. And I know that. Okay, it's all about them. And it's who they are. And I'm just trying to find spaces where we can show people it doesn't have to be like that. So point being, Saturday, we're having at 9:00 tomorrow, we are having our first roundtable with quite a few of the creators. Dina's going to be there. Kelly's going to be there. I believe Josh is going to be there. I have in Just Chat may be there. She hasn't done a live in so long. It would be so great if she comes back. Illuminati, who also hasn't done any of her funny KJ stuff in forever, but she does come to the channel once in a while. She may or may not be there. We're going to see if a few others answered, like Aaron or anybody else. If you are listening and you're a small creator and you want to be part of it, and I didn't actually DM you yet, my DMs are open. I have conversations with small creators all the time. DM me if you want to be part of this, because we're going to do more than one. We're going to ask small creators everywhere to open up space and start talking about how to feel better about all of this kind of stuff. How to, know it's not you. Because so many people think it's them. So many people are thinking I get talked bad about because I'm bad. I'm being treated this way because I did something,
Yeah, and pretty soon you hear that negative stuff over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
You start to believe it. That's, I mean, whether it's you saying it to yourself or somebody else saying it to you, whether it's online or in real life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when it's repeatedly said, you do start to believe it. And so, we want to, I don't know. We don't necessarily know what the best thing to do is or the right thing to do is, but we're trying.
But here's my thing. We'll hold space. We'll hold space for people to be there and he'll hear real information, not misinformation about shit. Like there's a lot of bad information out there. People are getting attacked on issues when the person attacking them doesn't even know what the fuck they're talking about. And they're making it a big goddamn issue, especially for all of us who do know about these issues, that do have something to say about these kinds of issues. And we don't want people to have falsehoods or bad truths or, misinformation. I'm always going to be on that shit. Like my mission is going to be to straighten stuff out. If you ask me a question, I'm going to try to give you the answer the best that I can to the fullest truth that I can. But there's shit being said about what autism is. people that don't even know out there calling people out on shit and making fun of shit, and they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, and that to me is irresponsible, to say the least. You know, they're going against cancer patients. They're going against the disabled. You know, there's people like targeting all sections of people everywhere. So there's going to be a lot of little, you know, small creators making videos and coming together, and we're going to join our voices together. And I guess the message is clearly enough is enough. And you'll see that on Twitter, I changed my icon. I'm tired of the misinformation, and I'm tired of the hurt and the damage. And if I do anything, it's going to be to speak on that on a regular basis for the whole damn month. And you might get tired of me and you may just walk away from me, and that's okay. That'll be your choice. But I want to make sure that everybody out there has a voice to say that things are not right, that they don't have to accept things the way they are, that that it's not them. You know, to get clear information, to actually know you're not alone. You all hear me shout mocking media out, and I'm not trying to embarrass you guys. You are a fantastic account. You usually concentrate on the funny ass parts of stuff. You try to get a point across with snark and humor like I do. But when the pedants aren't listening to the humor anymore, you got to hit them where it hurts. And there's 3 videos out there that have serious messages about enough is enough. That you'll see that on my channel for weeks now. I've been playing one of them right after the other. And I'm going to keep doing that because I feel very strongly about these messages. I want to take out the trash. I think you should too. That is how we settle this. If you settle for garbage, you get garbage. If you let people treat you this way, they will treat you this way. You can be stronger. You can fight against it. There are going to be people here to support you for it. I don't think I'm all that in a bag of chips. I know I can't make that big of a difference, but a whole bunch of us, all of us, don't tell me we can't. Like, really, people, don't tell me we can't make a difference. Because I don't want to live in that world. I do not want to live in that world.
Yeah. And that's the self-love challenge was for me too, because we all hear, right? Don't click, don't watch. It's hard. And you see it and it's there. And that negativity, you absorb it. And, you know, if it was your child, right? And your child came to you and said that that's how this thing was making them feel, you would love your child enough to distract your child, you know, do everything to get them away from that. But we don't do that for ourselves, you know? And so in the self-love challenge, this thing that I want to do in the month of February, you know, empower all of us to just put ourselves first, whatever that is. You know what I mean? If you like the dramas and stuff, like no judgment, you know what I mean? Like whatever it is that serves you, love yourself enough to know what you deserve and what you don't, and stand by those boundaries and fuck the people who don't like them. With peace and love.
That's it. You know, and I've done plenty of videos on my channel about boundaries, about self-respect, about for people using manipulation and narcissism against you. Like, you know, it is about, and this is it. Like, thank you, mocking, because you know I'm talking about you and I don't mean to embarrass you. But when you have the integrity and the skill to put those images into videos and they spoke to me like that's my voice, like I can see it, I feel it. And I think a lot of people out there feel it too. And it mattered and it resonates. And I support it, not 100%, not 100%, 1,000, 10,000, 1,000,000. You can't put a number on how much I support this message. Enough is enough. Okay? Take back your individual control and power of the situation. We are, you know, we can't change the world. I'm not, you know, fuck, you know, YouTube's going to come at me. Creators are going to come at me. I'm fine. But you're not going to convince me I'm unintelligent. You're not going to convince me I'm whinging about it or crying. You hear me? There's no tears here. I'm not crying about how I'm being treated. I'm fighting back. Okay? I'm not unintelligent. I know the fuck I ain't weak. And I know I ain't on the rag. So let's just save all your morning commentary because all that shit is not fucking true. Okay? Say whatever you want. I am a woman. You got a problem with that? I'm sorry. This is my voice. You want me to pretend to be a man and say the same fucking thing? I would. But you ain't going to hear it. You ain't going to hear it. So I'm going to say it to everybody else. Loud, often. And I'm going to stand behind it. That's it. All right, off my soapbox. Now I'm cheery. But fuck that shit. Like, I'm tired, people. I'm tired. And I just want you all to feel stronger, you know. Because I'm tired of feeling weaker.
Claire,
Yeah?
I've been told by people to not do certain things, not say certain things. Don't go around doing this, don't go around doing that. I made a decision midway through 2020 after my mother-in-law passed away.
Yes.
That I was no longer going to be held back. I hold myself to account for the things I say. If I say it wrong, until I realize that I am wrong, I won't know. If people don't point me in the right direction to show me where I made a mistake or I was wrong, I'll think I'm still going the right way. But people that don't know their shit, don't know their lane, don't know what the hell they're talking about, need to, one, grow the hell up, take ownership of what they don't know, and learn.
Yeah. Because you don't know till you know, and once you know, now it's up to you. Now you know.
There you go.
Make especially whatever
this
necessary
shit.
changes. Yeah.
This autism shit has got my damn goat.
Mine too. You and I deal
50 years we've known about these complications and people still aren't educated. There's more education about mental health out there than there is about autism, even though autism is a mental health issue.
It can be.
Right.
But it's so much more than that. And Davros, you and I know we have personal connections. We have friends that have personal connections. I deal with adults every day. I live this. This is my life. Don't come at me like you know. Don't make it a joke, dude. Here's the thing. You got a right, just like I do, to do anything you want on this platform. But don't ever think that when you're putting your ugly ass out there, that we're not going to point and laugh. Sorry, not sorry. Those are the rules that you even admit to. You get to do whatever the fuck you want. But you don't get to ignore looking in the eyes of the people that you're doing it to, or hearing the voices of the people you're doing it to, or accepting the backlash for it. Okay, because there's always going to be the contra. There's going to be people that rip up this thing and say, oh, you know, Mayhem's usually funny and you know, Mayhem's usually all that, and I go there for a good time, and they got all serious, and I'm like, I can't handle that shit. And that's all fine. And that's all fine. They're entitled to feel that way. But real is real, and I'll accept those consequences of whatever happens after this live, because that's me. It's the same rules that everybody else lives by. You have to own your shit. You have to own and be you're accountable for it. I'm just saying, I'm really, really tired of people talking about issues they don't know anything about and weaponizing them like it's a joke, like it's something. Okay? You know, I hope you never have to deal with it. Any of the shit you're making fun of. I don't wish that on you or anyone. But I do ask you to take some self-awareness. You know, walk in your bathroom. There's something in there where your gulpeldanger lives. Go look. Go look. Please. Just start seeing it. And you'll make fun of this like it's some whinging bitch thing, just like you do anything else. There's two women together. It's a bitch party about you. First of all, you're going to think it's all about you. I assure you it's not. This is not all about you, even though that's going to be your first thing because, you know, narcissist and everything. Everything's about you. Everything's about you. But it's not. It's about everything. It's about the climate out there. It's about the cultivating of that climate out there. It's about trying to dismantle the acceptance of that climate. Just trying to put a crack in there to let it move along, to get it to start dissipating. I wish I was the goddamn cloud whisperer. And if anybody goes to Hereticals, you know what I'm talking about. There's a guy he's fucking out of his mind.
Be square.
He just sits in a field and he videotapes himself looking up to the sky as the clouds move, and he swears he's moving them, and he talks to them and he says, please be gone, please be gone, please be gone. And like, that's kind of how I feel right now. I feel like the goddamn cloud whisperer, delusional, out of my fucking mind, trying to make a difference, just trying to move that cloud along just a little fucking bit, so everybody gets just a peek at the blue sky. That's all I want for y'all, because just that peek will give you the strength to do what you need to do, make the decisions you need to do, and you need to make to move on what you will accept and what you won't. That's all. That's all. So, does anybody have anything to say?
Damn, girl. Damn.
If that's what you got to say, damn, girl. First of all, woman, sir.
Excuse me?
It's a woman. No.
Fucking excuse me.
Oh, yeah. Come at me, bro.
Are you trying to say I don't love you because I didn't call you what you want me to
That's
call
right. You. Oh, God, no.
Good job.
Good job, David.
That's talent.
You just give her a compliment. You give her a compliment, and she back in your face.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Yeah,
See?
I did.
I've been on point from the start of this show. See?
You have. Dog?
I carry every show I'm in. I do. Like my back, it hurts.
Whoa! Don't go
jeez.
Whoa.
Davros,
No.
don't ever let anybody shit in your asshole, buddy.
Turn over. Let it be your chest. It was a better visual for me. I'm just telling you.
Have the strength to just say no.
Just say
Pickle.
no to the shit.
Pickle, all I want you to do is do a reverse pirate.
Oh.
All right. I want to read this. I want to read this out loud for YouTube, and then we'll go back to laughing for a minute. The victim in us ceases when we stand up in opposition of that which oppresses or intimidates us. Something powerfully intrinsic happens when the courage to no longer be silent awakens within us, and we are compelled to confront our problems rather than cower to them. The things that torment us thrive on our hushed fears and insecurities, and they are made powerless by a resilient voice, an inner voice that says, no more. Enough is enough. Thank you, mocking. You know, if anybody thinks that they get it. They fucking get it.
And as the
I get it.
stood atop my door saying nevermore.
Mm-hmm. Nevermore.
Nevermore.
You know, nevermore. No more. Enough is enough. Thank you, Mocking Media. Your support is very evident for this community, for the community that is shattered and trying to get back together. And I'm not talking about just one. Of course, Kelly, put every link of everybody about that right in there. Kelly's going to put Josh's link to his autism video from today in there. Everybody of you know Whisper of Thought. Many of you know him. It's okay. Whisper, I'm going to call you Josh because, you know, I'm sorry. It was a very powerful video. I'm so proud of him for putting all of this out there. You know, it's sometimes difficult for me to talk about this issue. I have done things with Josh before on it, but I don't, because I'm dealing with people day to day that have it, but I don't have it. I hesitate to try to put a voice when I want their voices to be the loudest. Yes. The ones that we need to listen to about an issue are the people that have the issue. So those that have autism should be the ones speaking about what it's like to have autism and help people understand. And I don't want to take that voice away. Will I be an ally? Will I join you, Josh, every step of the way? Anywhere you want me, anytime you want me, I'm there. You know me, research, whatever. You're in my Discord. The day you got in there, you saw I am 100% behind you on this all the way, whatever you need. But it's important to empower the people that have the information, that know it, that feel it, that live it. Let them have their voice, because that's what's going on in the autism community right now. Is no one who deals with you, like all of the large autism organizations, don't give anybody with autism a voice. They don't even get to weigh in. It's the most absurd thing I've ever seen in my life. It's ridiculous. And I don't want my grandchildren in that environment. They don't deserve that.
And I believe in, if you're an ally, no matter, I mean, what group you're an ally of, as an ally, it is our job to amplify their voices, not to speak for them, not to be their voice, to amplify that, to lift them up so that the crowd can hear them, to support them so that the crowd can hear them. I mean, and be that support when that crowd heckles back. And, you know, it's to amplify. That's how we support. We don't speak for them because, like Claire said, we can't actually ever understand. So whoever or whatever you're an ally of, amplify that voice. Don't speak for them, no matter how much knowledge you have and no matter how good your intention is.
No, I get it. And thank you, Belinda. That's a good point. And I know it. And I misspeak often, like, you know, always got my foot in my mouth, but I hear you. You know what? It is definitely an issue. That's why I say ally. I don't even say advocate, right, Kelly? I refuse to say advocate because that actually makes you like you know more than you know. Like, you know, you say ally because you want to support the message. You want to help.
I'm an ally. I got your back. Yeah. I don't know about it though, because you mean, like, I have learned so much from Josh because I do not know anybody in my life who's on the spectrum. So I have zero experience. And in getting to know Josh, I've learned a lot, you know, and I like when he does streams like he did today. It's information, and it was a lot of information, but the way he did it, I learned something. It helps me to understand him better, which strengthens that relationship that I can have with him and anyone else in the future. I have more understanding if I come into contact with anybody who is on the spectrum. I have a tiny little bit of experience. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm with you, Claire. I'm an ally of like many, right? But
of many. And everyone knows my platform has been open for since it started to anybody that wants to talk on that issue, on your issue. I will help. I will research. I will give you a platform. I'll do whatever I can. That's how it's been. Just about for any issue on anything, I will hold the conversations. I will be the platform. I'll be the space for you if you want.
Claire?
Yeah.
Just as a matter of fact, do not treat people that people with autism with kid gloves. You don't need to. No. I'm not saying you. I'm saying as a general rule of thumb.
It's just true.
They're just people.
They are, because I'm going to tell you, there's people, and I'm not going to out names or anything, but we all know that there's people we deal with every day that are on the spectrum, neurodivergent in all different ways. Some of the freaking badasses, most impressive, creative people I've ever met in my damn life. Like, they don't need me. They don't need me for anything. They don't need me to fight their battle. They don't need me. Oh, they have to deal with stuff.
Yeah, they do, and that's the thing. They're as strong as we are. It's just they sometimes have trouble getting it out. That's it. That's all it is.
Yes. Thank you, Belinda. It's autistic people, not people who have. And I get that. Language is important. And I'm learning. I'm learning every day, Belinda, every day.
Well, yeah. And I think that's really important is, might they be on the spectrum, but that doesn't define them, and treat them like you treat every other, and that's anybody.
People are people.
I think oftentimes even people, you know, who may have like maybe a visible disability, right? People change their behavior. Treat that person like they're any other person. You see them at the grocery store. You know what I mean? Don't. And I think that happens a lot. That that kid glove mentality is like this automatic switch that happens, and it shouldn't.
People don't see my disabilities.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. You should treat everybody, even once you become aware. And being willing to understand. If you don't, like, if you take something the wrong way, or you think it's coming at you maybe disrespectful, right? Having that conversation, being open-minded enough to understand, and not just being upset because you read it as rude or disrespectful, right? And learn.
But don't get angry at them. Correct them first, and then if they do it again, say, "Look, I've already told you, and now you piss me off." Right, that sort of mentality, because unfortunately we do it as well. With gender, with race, with your job title entitlements or your actual
Mhm.
job, or
This
whether
is
you're a
it.
stay-at-home parent, right?
Yeah.
Same sort of thing. It's you're still a person doing your thing that you do. You
Right.
my son, who just learnt to go to the toilet like 5 days before his 7th birthday. Okay, one of the proudest moments I've had with him, but it's that he's 3 years behind everyone else.
Right. But he's also in some areas, if he's anything like my grandchild, there are some areas that he will whip circles around you people. The brilliance, the intelligence, the creativity.
Oh, there's my Joshy.
And that's
Yeah,
awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome,
read
Dad.
that.
Like, congratulations for that moment. Like, parent to parent, no matter when it happens, like, that's a huge
It's
thing.
great.
And like,
It's a
yeah.
huge thing.
Congrats. Yeah. Just congrats all around.
Because that's the message, that if there is a message I push, it is to celebrate the uniqueness. It's the ability, not the disability. The ability first, always. And that is the problem with many of the larger organizations that I see. They do not do that. They focus on issues instead of solutions. They focus on what they see to be problematic instead of the gifts. Because I can tell you, some of this is an absolutely amazing gift. I stand behind that. It is. I deal with it every day. Anyway,
Well,
Josh
it's the
says,
fact that they view it as a disability that's the biggest problem, because it's not a disability, it's a difference. It is literally ingrained in who they are. It's
yeah,
their
are there
whole
challenges?
existence.
Are there challenges? Absolutely. And let's be clear, it is a spectrum for a reason. It's very large. Not everyone is different on that spectrum. And so there are challenges and difference, and sometimes it can be a disability. People, there are situations to where it is very compromising and it is a large hurdle. But it's not everyone is not every person is like that. The term autistic does not mean that, because it can't, because the differences from A to Z are so great that you cannot possibly have one picture of whether it's a disability or not. Does it need to be classified as a disability in the United States? Yes, because otherwise you get absolutely no help whatsoever.
Have you seen the size of the DSM-5? Like the amount of questions that they have to, that the person analyzing the child has to answer and see, right? And the scoring system on that is so instrumental into the amount of help you're going to receive. And without that, we wouldn't know what we know now. Anyway, I think we've depressed the chat enough now.
No, I don't think they're depressed though. They're actually encouraging each other. Don't say that, Dov. And you know what, Dov? That's what you and I both have to work on. That talking about it is not wrong.
No, it's not. I talk about it all the time with the good people, and then I get these stupid conspiracy nutters that think autism's caused by a certain something or other.
Oh, don't even start.
No. I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
Okay.
There is no cause. There is no causal link for it. It's been tested on over 600,000 children. If that's not a big enough sample size, I don't know what the hell is.
Yep. No, but anyway,
all
right. I want to put Josh's comments on. People have spoke to him differently when I have told them that I have autism. They do tend to treat me with kid gloves. However, this group doesn't at all. Thank you, Josh. And Nikki says that, Claire, it's just something we have to consider when we might be confused about their actions. They are just like us, but with added qualities that we need to embrace. Yes, I totally agree. And oh gosh, Kelly, the general autistic community vehemently believe that autism does define the way we walk in the world. It does, because they own the uniqueness in what is going on. And that is something we have to celebrate. And like I said, that's only a matter of the use of language. It's not it's something we all have to get used to, just being careful. So know that nobody's going at each other. Like I take what Belinda says and I can see that, yes, I need to change a word here or there. Like I understand that my language may be representing something different than what I actually feel. Nikki says there are.
And I appreciate letting me know.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Speak up.
Yeah, because like Dad said earlier, if I don't know that I am
then you don't
delivering it or you're
Mhm.
communicating it in the wrong
Exactly.
way. I can't do better. So I appreciate
exactly.
Belinda.
And then Josh says to Nick, there are links between TBI and autism, so you might find things similar between two in the behavior. And Nikki is saying that, yes, I think you can do great things just like anyone else. You got this. We got this. We are all different, but all humans that deserve respect. Yes, Nikki. Yes, Nikki. We all deserve the respect. Yeah.
You want to hear something I said to trigger off some conspiracists?
Oh, my. Why? Mm-hmm.
That autism is our next evolution.
Mm-hmm.
They went absolutely schizophrenic on it. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
no, we can't, no, they can't be true. No, it can't happen. Well, dude, if they actually look
Mm-hmm.
at it, the fact that our intelligence quotients are actually rising, even though we do have dumb people, the intelligence of the actual broader community is actually going
Mm-hmm.
up.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we could all be on the spectrum.
This is what I love about Josh. He says, okay, I'm going to say it. Even me, as someone who has autism, I mess up at times too. People need to correct me too with language I use. All of us. I mean, you have to be open to it. Like Josh does. No one wants to be treated differently. I'm open. I'm open to being told when I say something wrong or I misrepresent something. Davros corrected me 9,782 times today.
Yep.
And I took it because if you're right, you're right. Or sometimes I just brushed it off because he's being a pedant. But still, I'm open for it because I want to hear. I want that space around me that everybody can come into with what they're trying to tell me. Like, I want to be open to hear it. So, and it's like, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be offensive. No. I think when people say that autistic people are more intelligent, I'm talking about certain skills, definitely not to be offensive, Belinda. And I'm sorry that if you take anything that anyone is saying that way, I assure you, I don't think anyone.
That's not what I meant.
Mm-hmm.
In any
I don't
way.
think right. And and I can understand why it would be offensive if you think that that's a trait or whatever. I understand how sensitive assigning traits to the disorder can be. I get that. I do. Especially if you are someone dealing with it. But Davros is also dealing with labeling and everything with it. He has personal experience with the child. He may not be the one with it. But he is trying to find his way too, and I'm sure we don't mean.
Well, when you've got your teachers saying that when he was 5 years old, he was doing math at a year 7 level, but his English was at like a preschool level, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's obviously a particular intelligence that he excels at.
Yes, some people, it's a spectrum for a reason. There are people that have, like, say, they classify one part of it as Asperger's, and that are people that are functioning, like almost. I don't even like that word with the N. I don't use
like
that
high
word.
functioning.
I don't.
That
No,
just
I
doesn't
don't
work
even
for
want.
me.
I don't know the proper term for it, but they have jobs. They're taking care of themselves. They may not appear at any time to be on the spectrum, but they do have some social, let's just say, differences or requirements that are different than others in some way, and are not responding in what, all right, let's just say it, in the way society or us as a group would think is like the response that needs to be, and that takes some adjustment, and that type of is different than the type that needs 24-hour care, that cannot feed themselves or cannot speak or cannot are not function or training anyway, where their skills are maybe only at kindergarten level or even a little harder, or it takes them longer to learn, and they need extensive therapies and stuff. Like, there's so much variety all the way up. In even talking about it, it's so easy to use the wrong words. It is. And I know it's not in the DSM-5, but because I know I know that it should be, because they could use some help. They actually struggle in relationships, in marriage, and I just read a lot of extensive. I did read a lot of articles, and there was some research being done about relationships with them and how they could have used some mental health, some somebody to talk to about it, so they didn't feel like they were the odd person out.
Yeah,
is what I mean.
actually, it was the fact that my son shows empathy and doesn't have outbursts, which is what kept him from being a level 3 autistic.
And Gretchen's right. We don't usually use Asperger's anymore as a term. It's just a spectrum, and it goes from 1 to all the way down. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you for that, Gretchen.
It depends on how the child acts during that consultation phase. Will depend on where they end up.
No, and I get it. So on that, like, we have a few minutes left. We're going to be like, I know it's a spectrum. That's what we're saying. It's a spectrum. Yes, yeah. I get it. I think we all agree that that's the proper term, that it's a spectrum. Because even like without even using like that term on one end or the other, we all kind of knew,
We
That's
did.
right. We do.
And we're learning.
We're learning because, in some way we're all dealing with it. We're all just dealing with it differently. But it is the same issues.
I have a grandson who's only 50 days younger than Nicholas. He's on the autism spectrum, but he's completely different.
And I said both of my grandchildren are completely different. Absolutely 100% difference between the two of them. So I understand. And my friends, my adult friends who are, my ex-partner who was, all completely different individuals, just like every other damn person on the planet.
Yep.
The point.
Yeah, we're all different.
We all are different. And it's no different with that. I mean, we're all going to be different, and it's going to affect everybody differently. And I'm just willing, to have those conversations. That's all. So on that, tomorrow we're going to have that community round table, and then I'm very excited. All right. So Josh, I hope you're ready, because I'm shouting you out here again. Say your name a lot today. On Sunday, I'm bringing back the Black Mirror series. Now, I did that with my imaginary friend, JC, from the Do Good Letters. Love her. She needed some time. I get it. I am still holding space for her. I hope she can come back and we can do some more. But in the meantime, I haven't done anything with that series. And, if you like Black Mirror, there were like 26 or I think 24 or 26 episodes. And we were only halfway through. And me, being the naggy damn bear I am, I hate having things undone, lists hanging out there. So I made a goal that in February, I was going to start it up again, like I had to, no matter what. So I'm going to be rotating out hosts until JC, if she's ready, whenever she's ready, if she is, of course, we're going to do it again together, because that was so much fun. And I love her. But I love Josh too. And he offered to do Striking Vipers with me. And we're doing it Sunday, 9:00. Black Mirror review of Striking Vipers. Coming back with that series to finish up the next 13 episodes that are left that we haven't done. So she'll go on for quite a while. Every week we're going to move it on different days to whatever day the host is available. So just because I'm doing it on Sunday, don't think you can't host with me. If you like Black Mirror and you want to know which, I'm going to put the episodes that are still open on the community tab. And if you want to do one of those episodes with me, you want to watch it and then talk about it and what it meant, and to try to dissect it and tear Charlie Brooker up again or not, I'm a fan sometimes. Depends on how distressed he gets me over the episode. Because sometimes, like with those assassin bees crawling up my nose and trying to kill me, like he really tore me up with that shit. Like I didn't like that very much. But so we're going to bring that back on Sunday. There will be legal on Monday. And then we're going to do Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. We're going to fight it out with a couple of my friends, Sarah and Mandy, one day this week. We're going to come up there and we're going to talk about the defamation case. We're going to talk about some of the stuff Amber Heard's, now legally the case is going forward again. and some of the stuff that got, they ruled on the motions and everything. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that public legal case that's been going on forever. But we've been following it. So that'll be a little different. You haven't heard me talk about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp in a good 4 or 5 months, because there was a lot going on there. But we're ready again with that. And then, the usual stuff back here again on Friday for Mayhem, if you can put up with it again. Kelly, what are you doing for the weekend besides being with me on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm with you on Saturday. I don't have anything for the weekend. I'll be checking in, places just with people who are interested in the self-love challenge. And then second stream will be next week. We're going to do a weekly check-in. I think we're going to kind of talk about like self-care, go over the list, because we did a community list stream where the community kind of contributed to the ideas, and just remind ourselves that there's some really simple things we can do to show self-care, to love ourselves better, to build up that power so that you are, better at taking it back. So yeah, that's my plans.
No, that is. And then, I was wondering, like sometimes we do those middle of the night streams when we talk about the hot mess that out there on the bigger YouTubers and the Twitter streets. We might surprise you all with any of that if anything blows up, depends. It's hard to get, like, it's actually it's us plus Josh, right? It's like you, Kelly, Pickle, Dav, and Josh doing that hot mess stuff on the old fuckery stream, which that's a lot of fun. That's becoming my new favorite. It might be the
that
word.
One's at nearly 300 views.
I like those.
I don't really, views don't matter to me. You know what matters to me? If I reach somebody and I had a good time, that's it, period. Like, I don't look at that. But thank you, Dav, for taking care of me and having my back.
But that one we kind of got to fly by the seat of our pants, huh? Because you kind of got to find a thing.
But
there's
for me,
there's always a thing.
Understand the thing and do things.
Yeah, but for me, that's the fun of it. Like that one, the first one we did was the Sniper Wolf and Cuck Murphy. And come on, it was a hot mess. It was so much fun because it was just, who doesn't want to sit around and talk about fuckery that other people are doing instead of ourselves for a change? It's kind of fun, Thank you, Josh. I like them too. I do. Hey, Dark Magician. Hey. You're welcome, Nikki. Thanks for being here. Thank you. I do. And Megan, I think I saw you in the chat. Thank you for being here too. Hope you got a couple of laughs and got some support. And, I thank everybody in the chat for being here. I'm going to end this because otherwise Peter's going to pull my mic. That's his job. He's going to pull the plug on us any second. We're going at 2.5 hours. I know.
You're doing an important thing at the moment, so it just keeps flowing until such time as it comes to a natural end.
Thank you, Peter. That was very supportive, and that means a lot. So on that, I don't think Pickle, do you have anything going on with Josh or I don't have anything scheduled with you right this moment except for Saturday, perhaps. Do you have anything else going on?
No, I'm gonna do drugs and sleep all weekend.
Oh well, there's a plan. Okay, well at least you have a plan. And there you go. Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you all. I'm going to be Wednesday morning over in the cult, the Raelians over on Hereticals. Dav, you didn't remind me. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get my contract canceled. But I like to talk about weirdos, and these the Raelians are the love cult. They believe in free sex and naked, and also the Bible interpreted by aliens. It's a hot mess. It's yeah. It was pretty funny last week. We're gonna go over some more of it with Chris and Jay over on Hereticals on Wednesday morning at 7:30. I know that's early for some of you, but at least it ain't 6 like sick back. That's real early. Well, anyway. We're going to wrap it up. I'm going to put that outro on. Thank you to everyone. Thank you, Mocking Media, for the amazing videos and letting me play them whenever I want. Not like I ask you anymore, but hey, anyways, a shout out to their link in my description. I will be updating what this was all about. I will try to find some information for you to link in there about the subjects that we talked about, like I usually do. I hope to see you all during the week. And on that, thank you so much, Kelly. Thank you so much, Pickle. Thank you, Naked Peter, for joining us. I missed you last week. And thank you very much, Naked Davros. You know, and I'm being sexist on purpose and calling the men naked because it gives me joy. And that's how the bear rolls. If it gives me joy, I'm doing that's it. Okay, so come for me, YouTube. I'm ready. But anyway,
Cancer
thank
for
you all.
losers.
I know, cancel the loser who called the men naked. They look good. Come on, they look good. I'm only showing a little shoulder today. Kelly is Pickle. Well, Pickle's always naked. Pirate Pickle looks hot. Always naked, but you know.
Yar.
Anyway, yar. We did good. And on that, let's just deal with my hot mess of an outro. Like, and you all have fun. You know.
Thanks,
Bye,
everyone.
guys.
Thank
Bye.
you. See you all
Yep.
during the week. Thanks for being here.